Hello everyone and welcome to Laurence Plays Satisfactory. It is a Wednesday, so we're doing some more Satisfactory. And how were things going last week, I hear you ask? Well, let's see. I built up all of this area around here, and the whole point of this system is that in theory, at some point in the distant future, it's going to start making the automated control units, those sort of orangey, semi-spherical, cubey things you can see in the top right in the Phase 3 objective. Because my original factory that's way over there in the distance, you can just about make it out, is making those, but it's made 66 of them across the last 3-4 streams, something like that. So it's making them incredibly slowly, but also it's taking a while to get this up to speed as well. So maybe by the time I finish this, that will have also managed to make enough for Phase 3 to finish. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But the point is, I'm trying to build this up and get to the point where we can make those adaptive control units over here just in a reasonable quantity. And I've aimed for one every 30 seconds because that seemed like a number I could hit without having a too ridiculous number of machines. And now I'm looking out at all of these machines here, and there's quite a lot of them. This is not all of the things required to make an ACU. This is most of the no, I think this is all of the things required to make an automated wiring, which is one of the ingredients for the ACU. So we've got nearly all the way there, except we need some steel in order to make the stators, because as you can see, they require three steel pipes to make them. So fine, we'll go. I've got the machines in place, I just don't have the steel yet for it. And once that's done, I can then get on with the I don't even know what it's called. Adaptive control unit, yes, that's the one. So that'll be this part of it will be made. So then all I need to do is create the rest of all the other things that go into it, and then we can start spitting these things out at a rate right at the end, and we'll hopefully then we'll actually have some of them. So yes, that's going to be that's a bit of a challenge, but as you can see, I'm building up towards that, and we'll get there eventually. However, as I said, the next thing I need is going to be steel, and we don't have steel on the train system. In fact, we don't have anything on the train system at the moment. I've got these lovely drop-off stations for dropping off steel and iron and copper. Although not in that order, but we're not actually bringing any of those things in by train because there is an iron mine down there that you can see, and as you can clearly see by the way that the ore has stopped flowing, we've currently got enough iron, so that has stopped running. But at least it means it'll be there for when we need it. And then we're digging up some copper from over there, and that's being brought over and coming up this. Well, it's being put into the station, and then it's coming up this elevator. Now, I'm sort of expecting at some point in the future to maybe need more of this, and therefore I'll be bringing it in by train as well. But since these patches were here, I thought it'd be a good idea to just plug them in for, to get us started. I also noticed while I was having a quick poke around before the game actually started that whilst we're making all these cables along here, they're not actually going into the machines over here that's supposed to be using them, because somehow I seem to have messed up the belting around here. So if I come along here and I pull up this conveyor belt like that, then presumably I can put another. No, I want it to be a Mark III. There we go. I can run that from there to there. There we go. Now that's working. It can load up all of these machines. They still won't be able to do anything because they won't have the steel pipe. They won't have they won't have they won't have the steel pipe. So is that all that we need at this point? This is not set with the right recipe. What? I think I've got confused along here. Yeah, there we go. These are supposed to be automated wirings like this one. So let's copy this and paste it to here and to here and get these machines programmed correctly. And now there we go. Now the cables are flowing in. That's better. So yes, these are supposed to be making the automated assemblies, the automated wirings, as I said. So they'll fill up with the cables. Great. That's all working fine. The only thing that I'm missing is the steel. The steel pipes are supposed to come along here because I don't have the steel to feed into these machines in order to make the. No, I don't have the steel to feed into this machine in order to make the pipes that will make the stators in this one, and we'll pass them along there to be made. So the next thing to do is steel. Now, I do have a supply of steel already from over here, I think. Yes, there is a small amount of steel being made by these truck stops, but it's only at the moment it's not even enough to keep up with what the original the Mark II factory was using. And so my plan is to head off over to up here, where there is loads of coal, as the tag I've put on here says, and I believe there is also some iron. I think I was going to bring coal out of here by train, and I think there was some iron maybe around here that I was going to use to turn into steel. So let's do a little bit of scanning. Make sure I'm going to the right place. So is that no, not Y, V to scan. I want to scan for iron ore. Then we do the ping. We found that bit. That's the iron we've already started pulling up as iron, as I said. And then there's these two patches over here, which are, they're reasonably good. Normal purity, that seems to be fairly good. Impure purity, impure. So I'll tap one of these to turn into steel. Probably this one over here, I suspect, because it's a little bit further away. And that means that when this area starts to run out of iron, I could just tap that one as well. And then, so I'll bring in the coal from over here by train. We'll unload it to turn into, by the iron here to turn into steel. And then we'll put the steel onto a train and bring it into the steel station, which is this one here. It's going to be a really, really short train, but I don't care. That's fine. It gets it onto the train system, and that's what matters at this point. So, yes, that comes from there, and then the coal, ping. I believe there should be loads of patches over here. So this is where I'm already generating electricity up here. Where else is it finding it? Okay, these are the ones I already know about and have tapped. There we go, a massive quantity of coal up here, as you can see. So we'll head over here, start tapping these. Apparently I've claimed them all already, but I don't think I'm actually using the coal from them. So that should be fine. I may need to go further and look for more coal at some point in the future. Why the hell is one of my tractors over there? What? You know what? I don't even want to know. That's just too ridiculous for just too ridiculous. I'm going to ignore that and just pretend I didn't see that. So, oops. So step 1 is go and get the coal. Step 2 is get the iron and turn it into steel about here wherever it was, and then step 3 is to bring it into here. Step 4 after that is to then put in a second train that's going to go out to the plastic station over here and pick up the plastic that I'm going to need for all the circuit boards and computer bits and pieces like that. So yeah, I think that's going to keep me going for a little while. So let's head out and let's go and get some coal. So which way am I looking? Right, okay. So I want to go over this way. I still really, really like the jetpack in this game. It's just satisfying to use because it's so intuitive. It works exactly as I expect it to, and I really like it. And okay. Part of me wishes I got it a lot sooner, but I understand they don't want to unlock all of the toys too early on in the game. So run around here, try not to get hit by any trains because I'm sure that'll be fatal. And then over here, I want to extend this off into. Oh, I need to put it into zoop mode, and I've forgotten how to do that. It's not R, because that's where... Oh, it is. It is R. Now, unfortunately, there is a tree right in the way there, and I can't chop through the tree because I've run out of chainsaw fuel, because I thought the chainsaw was going to be able to use the same fuel that my my jetpack uses. So I thought, okay, great, we've got refined fuel now, we've got proper fuel. That'll be fine. I can stop carrying around the biomatter fuel now, and it'll just sort of mean I'm carrying a bit less nonsense around with me. However, that was not to be. We still need the biofuel for the chainsaw. So that's fine. I can just go back and get some more, and then come out and clean it. When I run out of what do you call it? Concrete, which I'm bound to do fairly soon. Oh, there's a massive poison gas patch over here. I'm just going to have to hold my breath as I run through it, I think. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Now, the next question is, how close am I going to get? So if I keep going this way, I'm going to end up running into these cliffs up there, and that's what I can see. That's what I can see up ahead of me, those cliffs up there. And I don't actually want to go that way, well, at all. I want to go over to the coal, which is somewhere off that way. So I guess it would be fairly sensible, before I get into the clouds of unfortunateness, to do that and just put in a corner. Now, having said that, the corners in this game are... I don't know how tight I can make the... I don't know how much space I should leave for the other rails. I think what I'll probably do is just assume they're going to be about here, and just, or maybe no, not there. Maybe here, and that way I don't have to worry about the poison gas. And because I'm going to be putting in another corner, that's going to be enough. That's going to be plenty of space. So let's carry on this way. I am, however... Oh, I am going to run straight into this cliff face. I didn't think my cunning plan all the way through, did I? No. So we're going to run into that just about. So I guess I'll need to sort of strafe left a little bit with this one. The other one could go up and over. Actually, I think I might just have to go up. I think I'm going to need to switch to... what's the button for changing the type? It is E, isn't it? But obviously I can't do that. So I think I'm going to need to have a ramp going up here anyway, because I don't think the no, that way around. There we go. Because I think I'm going to need to go up anyway to get over the next section of whatever you may call it. Sorry, I seem to be having trouble with words right now. I think I'm going to need to go up a bit higher to get over the hills in order to get down into the dip where the coal comes from. So let's just go up. Oh, this is a 2 meter ramp. I was meaning to put in 1 meter ramps, but never mind. I think the train can probably make it up this hill. So we'll go all the way up to this height, just because that's too... It's 20, so therefore it's easy to do. Yeah, I can only switch between the ramps there. So now I want to go back to normal... Well, I want to use concrete foundation, because then I only have to use concrete up. And concrete is really cheap. No, I am granted I am running out of it, but it's still cheap. Oh, I've actually completely run out of it. Oh yeah, you can see over there. There is the vacuum tube that I can travel along if I want to get over to the power generation area, just all by myself, rather than having to use any sort of transport systems. So the coal mines I found are in that sort of inside that cliff face over there. Goes round the edge of a big depression, which has a big lake in the bottom of it and some coal mines. So that is where I'm generating electricity at the moment, because that seemed like a good idea. And I think it was a good idea. It's working quite nicely. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get back from here. I guess I'm going to try and slide down these cables. However, we seem to not have any visible cables here, which is a little bit of a problem. There are on here, obviously, but I don't see them on the other side of the pylon. So let's do this and see what happens. Oh no, they are there. It was just the usual bug of them not drawing properly. Right. The next question is, does this take me where I want to go? If I ride these cables, yes, it does. I can see a very, very sharp right turn here. So let's use the riding these things, works a lot better when you have a jetpack to make sure you get onto them properly and you don't fall off to your dooms. So yeah, actually the jetpack, that's another thing in favour of the jetpack. It allows you to actually use the zip line system without horrible things happening, like falling off and dying. Where am I? Okay, I do want to go over this way. Grab onto there as well. Right, and then so somewhere down here, yes, down here is where my concrete comes from, and it goes into this box here. So I touch down here gently, and I can grab a quantity of concrete. Now, I seem to be getting through massive quantities of this stuff, so I'll take many, many stacks of it, I think. Because I'm building huge areas of flooring out to be made into to put all the railways on. I should probably take all the stuff I will need to make lots and lots of railways as well, but that feels like planning a bit too far ahead. Let's also get rid of some of this junk that I don't actually want at the moment. I don't know why I have screws. Modular frames I do use from time to time. Copper sheeting I do use as well. Flower petals I don't need. That's not going to get eaten properly. Circuit boards, I'm pretty sure I don't need circuit boards. I'll probably regret this, but we'll find out later. So there we go. That's sorted my inventory out a little bit. I've got a little bit more space, so let's grab a little bit more concrete, because that is largely what I'm doing at the moment. So I think a few more stacks of this would be very useful. But let's not fill up on it completely, because oh yes, I do also want to get some of the biofuel so that I can start using the chainsaw again. And that is in this warehouse down here. So I'll take a stack of it. Why not? That's fine. And was there something else I wanted? I don't think so. I think this is everything I need for now. So, right, let's jump back up to here. grab back onto here, and we'll ride the system all the way back over again. As I say, I'm so glad that I now have the jetpack to make using these things a bit more realistic. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. Because before, I couldn't do things like that. If I was going the wrong way, I just have to get to the next tower and then panic. And I'm running out of jetpack fuel. There we go. I'm also quite pleased to note that the jetpack does refuel while you're sliding down these things. That's rather nice. I'm pleased with that. Oh, that's going to be in the way of itself. No, could you grab onto that, please? There we go. This system could still be a bit better, but at least it's not as painful to use as it used to be. Oh, running out of fuel. I think I'm going to have to stick here now, because I don't think I'm going to have. I don't think the jetpack carries enough fuel for me to fly all the way up from down here, and get up to the and get all the way up onto the top of that ramp, because that ramp is really, really high up, in order to keep it up out of the way of the hills and things. So yes. Oh, I could come along and chop down some of the trees. Actually, that'd be a useful thing to do, but not just yet. No, you can't slide up hills. I mean, that makes a certain amount of sense, but still, it's a minor disappointment. This tree is in the way. Let's get rid of it. So now, I've picked up some more fuel for the chainsaw-o-matron. So I can now start chopping these things down like that. There we go. That's and I'm low and close enough to the ramp this time that I can get back up onto it. There we go. And now let's get the old foundation-o-matron back out again. And okay, so my plan is build a full-length piece of it like that, and then we will turn right. And actually, no, then we'll look at the map and find out if I've gone far enough yet, or whether this is going to just end up with me wiggling the railway line. Because I don't want to wiggle it too much. It's gonna have 2 turns in it. Oh no, I need to go a little bit further, I think, and then I'll start to come up this way. So let's put down one more piece like that. And when I say one more piece, I mean 10. Hey Mark, welcome. Yes, I think I should be reasonably okay about the dying thing now, because I've got a jetpack, which means I'm no longer going to fall to my doom, and maybe I can use it to get away from any nasty, bitey creatures that try to violate me as well. We shall see. Actually, I'm going to do another strip over this way before I change direction. So yeah, the dying has become significantly less frequent, but yes, we shall see how that goes. Can I get this tree from up here? Oh, I see the entire tree is moving in. No, I can't. I can't get the tree. All right, let's jump down and see if I can get it. Well, I can definitely get it from down the bottom here. The big question is, once I've done this, can I then get back up onto there? I hope I can. Oh, yeah, easy. Put that away again. Right, there is quite a significant forest that I'm going to need to punch through here, but that's okay. I just want to make sure yeah, this seems like. Actually, no. Let's go a little bit further over so that I don't get in the way of the other stuff that I've already placed around here. I think going across from here is going to be slightly nicer, slightly friendlier. And there's another tree for me to chop down as well. This one I can reach from up here. So, in this particular case, chopping at the top of the tree does indeed demolish the entire thing. So that's good, convenient, and other sort of such words. Okay, so down there you can see my current massive power station. That's producing all of the power that's being, well, it's producing most of the power that the factory is using, and so there's quite a lot coming from down there. I'm not sure what those bits of foundation and wall down there are for, but never mind, I don't care. Oh, you know what I didn't bring? The stuff to make additional mining drills. Now, it did say I'd already claimed them, so I might not need too many. I might be able to just put this together without too much faffery, but we shall see. But I still need to get over there, and this is the way to do it. I think I know we were having a discussion last week about the easiest way, about whether the intended way to play this game was to build these sort of really, really high up sky rails, and there was a suggestion that maybe the intention was that you run your trains along the ground. The main reason I'm not doing that is because of how much of a pain in the wasp name I found it running them along the ground when I was using vehicles. It was just frustrating. So I started doing it like this instead, and I've sort of kept with that because, well, it works, and it means you don't have to deal quite as much with the terrain. And can you imagine trying to get a railway line down from up there to, well, I mean, there's a sort of route over there. I might be able to possibly wind it through the forest over there if I chop down all the trees, but it would be a pain, and so I'm trying not to. So I don't want to, basically. Can't make me. Right, and now let's make an area here to put a station in, and this can be where we pick up coal from. I don't know if this is going to be long enough, but I'm putting in a little bit of just putting down a bit of foundation first, and then then I can try and put a station in, and we'll see how it goes. So next thing is I'm going to want some transport stuff. So over here I'm going to want to put in a train station. These are kind of huge. Which way are you pointing? Yes, you're pointing in the right direction. And I've not brought enough computers with me. Oh, goodness sake. Also, this area isn't wide enough, really. I mean, I could put it here, but it would look weird, and I don't like it. I don't want it to look weird. So let's make this another couple of blobs wider. This, of course, is where I should have thought about this previously. No, that way. I should have thought about this and set up a shopping list with all the stuff I was going to need in order to make the whole train system. I didn't do that because I'm not that organised. It turns out. Sorry. Okay, so over here I'm going to want to have a little bit more of this. Specifically, I want to have enough that I can bridge that the rail can bridge over from one piece of foundation to the other. So I can get an S shape of rail in here before, at this point, I have it turn round. I can't remember how wide I needed my rails to be, so let's see if I can make some rail. This I can. This is much cheaper and easier. So we'll have that running up to about here, and then, well, I did sort of find a reasonable way of making reasonably straight rail lines. Over here somewhere. Okay, that's as long as we can make it. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's nice and straight. So put that in. Zoop. Here it comes. Oh wait, I'm going to need to put more brakes in it than that in order to get the... Actually, maybe I won't. Let's put in the other end of this first. So over here, I'm going to want to have another piece of... Well, I'm going to actually have this piece of rail come from here and then loop round in a bend, like that, but not like that. So let's put down some scaffolding. Yeah, it kind of was. Tristan, you're basically right. I had various problems with it though, even when I was trying to do that. So I wouldn't like to say for sure. I wouldn't like to say it's as simple as that. Let's see if this is suitable. Okay, so and over here, actually no, let's extend this a bit further. Then I can put down a piece of rail that will be straight, because as Tristan says, I will place it from middle of a line to middle line to middle line, and we'll see how well that works. That rotate. There we go. Okay, so we'll go from. To there, I guess. There we go. There's some rail. Now I want to link that to there. And it's going to say too sharp a turn. And I'm going to go, okay, so how about you put in a sort of turn you can do? Like maybe, how sharp a turn can you do to here? Now it looks to me like if I fill in this hole here, maybe we'll have a chance. Let's find out. Can I build from here? Yeah, there we go. So I can build from there to there like that. Which kind of implies I should then be able to build from there to there. But no, it's going to tell me that's too sharp a turn. Okay, this, to be fair, this has come a tiny bit past the midpoint. So let's try that again. Let's see if we can run from... Oh, I misclicked. Get the station, get the rail. There we go. I want you to go from there to on this midline here. I want you to have done 90 degrees. I'm not sure if that's... There we go. That's more than 90 degrees. Excellent. So I can then do from there to there, and it should work. What? That is the midpoint, isn't it? I've not miscounted. I have miscounted that. So there's wait. Yes, there's 2 on this side and 1 on that side. Okay, I have miscounted. So let's. It is beyond halfway. Yes, I miscounted. A bit of a fail there. So I want to do a mass dismantle of all of this because it's in the wrong place. Can't do a turn that tightly. Boop. There we go. So I don't need this or this or this, but I do need to extend this one further, and then go zip off into the distance like that. And then, right, so we reckon it's better to build the railway in first. No, rotate. It won't rotate. Why will you not do what I want? Why can't I rotate this? Is it because it's trying to build relation? I think it's just trying to build in relation to there, and it's very, very confused. So we're probably never going to have a straight rail again because you see that's not straight. That's actually maybe that's straight and centered. Let's find out. And then I can run this from here to here, and with any luck, that'll be nice and straight. Okay, so now there's a few things left. There's a few things left to do over here. Obviously, I need to build the rest of the concrete and the rail all the way back out, and both all the way back and all the way out. I need to put in stations over here. I want to put in some supports under this because it looks kind of ridiculous as it is. But I think I'll wait until I've got a way to get up and down from here. At the moment, I don't know how I'm going to do that. I guess when I put the supports in, then I'll be able to put landing pads every so often up the supports in order to get me up and down from the area down there to up here. You do if you're placing a completely new piece of rail, so my plan was to put down this straight piece of rail and then join there to this piece with a curve, because my theory being that if I put down a perfectly straight piece of rail, then I can snap other stuff onto it and it's going to stay perfectly straight. Whereas if I do a curve and it isn't quite a complete perfect 90 degrees, then I'm going to end up in an awkward position at some point in the future. So my thinking was to try and... oh, I see what you mean. It's a good question. I'll try and remember to check next time it's relevant. Something silly, I suspect. Also, why is there 2 vacuum tubes over there? Oh yes, it was because at one point I thought they were one way, and then somebody corrected me, and I didn't remove the old one. Okay. I should probably go over there and remove it at some point. Move faster. There we go. Building large infrastructure projects like this is necessarily rather time-consuming, unfortunately. Oh, I'm too far away to get that rail. Still too far away to touch the rail. Right now. How about now? There we go. So from there, to here. All right, where's the middle? That's the middle. Oh, here we go. This is where the corner is. So I want to come in here. I'll join these pieces up on the corner. I have researched blueprints. I don't. That's a good point, actually. All right, that's a good idea. Let's make a blueprint and see how it works from the point of view of making rail stuff. So I'm just going to chop these trees down first, but then I shall investigate that. I let go of the mouse button after the chainsaw had gone through the tree, but before it had finished doing the I'm chopping something down animation, so it didn't chop the thing down. Right, I need a certain amount of space to do a blueprint, so let's clear a bit out like this. Right, I believe a blueprinter is a thing that I can make. So where is that? Organisation? No. It's not going to be logistics, sure. No, it's not. Special. Oh, it's going to be special, isn't it? There we go. Blueprint designer. So the way this game works with does blueprints is oh, I can't afford it anyway. I've used up too much steel making my railway lines. Well, I guess that makes the point kind of moot. No, put that away. I guess in that case, I might as well carry on building the concrete foundations all the way back to where they're coming from, and then sort of worry about it later. So how far is this across when I'm putting the rails the right distance apart? A gap of 4 between them. Okay. So I could keep them the same distance apart by going 1, 2, 3. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, and running it here. Let's try that. See how far I get before I run into things that I can't chop down with a chainsaw. Because I did deliberately bring us quite a long way up before I started doing all of this stuff, because that way I was hoping that we'd be sort of generally, you know, out of the way of everything. Did I? The big animals are quite good at finding their way out. They seem to be able to clip through stuff sometimes when they want to. So, yeah, it'll be fine. They all seem to have random Russian names assigned to them by Madman. So the one that lurks around over in my main my original factory area is called Sergei. The rest of them, he was naming other ones at other points, but I can't remember what names he'd given them. How am I getting on? Okay, yes, I think I can start doing a downhill ramp from here, and it probably won't encroach on too much. And if it does, then I can always change the design slightly when I get there. Zoop, please. Zoop. Presumably you can slide down these things like nobody's business. Whee! Yes, it is in fact a slide. I think I better put in a bit of horizontal here, actually, because otherwise we're going to end up going through the ground. Now, am I avoiding all the cliffs and things? I can't see the wood for the trees. I can't see the cliffs for the trees, more accurately. Okay, so I need another down ramp here, and then hopefully, yes, that goes right into the middle of the poison gas. Well done there. But I've now worked out how wide... Ow, that was too far a drop. I've worked out how wide these things need to be, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Can I snap onto there? Yes, I can. Bring it over to there. No, not like that, like that. This is not good. Ah, it burns, it burns. Right. So, yeah, what I should have done is brought this along here and just had them slightly further apart than I was slightly closer together than I was originally intending to, and not gone through the middle of the poison cloud of doom. But still, never mind. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's get rid of this bit. No. Get rid of that. And then over here... Oh, I didn't put in the piece in there because I was too busy panicking and trying to not die, TM. This is the point where the distance between them actually matters. So I need to put that there. And then that needs to go over there like that. And then, you know... I'll come back once I've... Oh dear, I'm running out of health. I was going to say I'll come back once I've invented the gas mask. That might have to still be a thing. But I can get rid of this tree, probably. No, can't. Too far. Too high up. Okay. let's get back to the original, the previous plan, building this infinite skyway of doom. I mean of concrete. Once I get all the way back to the other rail, then I can just hop on a then I can use the vacuum tubes to get me back out there quickly and carry on with the building. All that said, since I need to do the rails as well, there's still a fair amount of building required. So I mean, it might make sense to just go back at normal on foot and carry on with the building rather than. Oh. So okay, so over here I've left more than the absolute minimum distance between the rails. I guess that's okay. We'll just have to come out a little bit along here, like this. And I can build that. Come on, there we go. Like that, and then which way? Then I can grab the railway from over here, like that. So I would, oh, actually no, let's put in a piece along here first. So okay, we're going to try what Tristan suggested. We're going to try building from there and go this way. Okay, yeah, you're right. It does go in the direction that would make sense. So I want to build to here. There we go. Put that piece in, and then over here, I can go from there. Nope, not there. There. I should now be able to snap onto over here with a nice S bend, hopefully. Yes, there we go. Ooh. Ah, lovely. Okay, so that's pretty good. I do need a couple of signals in here now to make sure the this area works properly. So you're a signal, aren't you? Yes, but I can't select you from this distance. So we get transport, and I want a block signals. I'm not going to bother with path signals for the time being. So put you. Where do you actually have a join? Oh, I can't afford it anyway. I've run out of circuit boards. Okay, that's fine. I'll go back and get some more of them. Okay, so that's kind of mostly sort of done now. We've got the I say kind of, so sort of mostly done. I've got a link in here. So hello Gildarth, welcome. My plan for today is to get the factory I was building last week up and running, and that means steel. So I've just built a long concrete walkway that goes all the way out over to here where the coal is. So I can now set up a coal train over here. I can then unload the coal about here where there's a supply of iron, make a load of steel and put it into a steel train, and then the steel train can bring the steel to here, and we'll be able to start doing steel related stuff. Once that's done, I then need to send another train out here to get plastic and bring it over to here in order to make more of the stuff I need. But you know, we'll get there. Oh, actually, I don't want to go that way just yet. I want to get over to there. No, up there, and jump onto the whatchamacallem thing. Jump into the vacuum tube to go all the way back over to my base. So let's do that. Then I can restock with a load of the stuff that I need. Because at the moment, I'm restricted from building railway stations because I don't have all the parts I need in my pockets. So come up here, into the tube, shoomp, whee, and also and other such noises. This is an amazing way of getting around. I quite like the vacuum tubes, even if they're a bit of a faff to build because you have to do each one individually. Right, let's have a look at the to-do list. I want my to-do list to not include any of these things anymore because I don't know. I'm mostly done with them for now. So what I do want to have is let's see, coal pickup, coal drop off, steel pickup. Same for you. I want to have lots and lots of signals because that's how we make train systems work. I'm going to need at least two electric locomotives and 2 freight cars, and I'm going to need a massive quantity of railway. So I better make sure I pick up huge amounts of steel in both forms. So that's probably okay. Oh yeah, I wasn't going to build a 2-way train line. You're right. I forgot about that. Basically, a 2-way train line because of Factorio-based habits. You're quite right. This game probably doesn't, at least at this stage, probably doesn't need that. So all right, let's just build the one. Let's build a single way train line with a turny roundy at the end of it for now, and then I'll come back and I can come back and upgrade it later if I realise I've made a mistake. So how are we doing for steel? Yeah, we don't have a huge amount of steel stockpiled, unfortunately. You can see in here there's like 6 of them, which isn't as many as I was hoping for. Let's go and play. I need. Oh, actually, no. It all accumulates in these warehouses, doesn't it? So there might be a decent amount of it. All right. So you, yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of this. And I'm filled my inventory again. All right. Let's go and throw a load of this away. Actually, no. I can't be bothered. I can't bother with that. Let's just junk it rather than doing the rather than spending it on things. Unfortunately, there's no pipe here, which is going to be a bit of a problem. I certainly don't want the leaves. I don't care about wood. That can all go. A lot of this is stuff I actually need, though, unfortunately. I'm putting this into the chest. That isn't what I meant to do at all. I meant to destroy all of those things. So destroy those. And those. And those. Those. And that. I could put the concrete back in the warehouse. No, I'm still going to need the concrete, I reckon. Let's see how far we can get with this. So there is a massive shortage of steel pipes over here, rather unfortunately, and I'm going to need a lot of those for everything I'm trying to do. Yes, no guard. It's easy to get confused between Factorio and Satisfactory. Oh, crap, that's my fault. Let's tidy this up before it becomes a problem. There we go. That's all tidied now. So over here, wherever this is going to, clearly has a suitable surplus of steel pipes. There we go. Take all of those. I suppose I'll grab these as they come along the belt. Can't be bothered. I'll wait for them to go in the machine. And that is most of them anyway. So that brings me up to a decent amount of those. So circuit boards and computers, those are being made on the next floor up, I believe. If I can get there. Can't get there. Not like that, anyway. Now, if I come down here and let the jetpack recharge, then I can get up here. There we go. And hopefully over here I'll be able to pick up enough computers and circuit. Yeah, there's some computers. In fact, there's loads of computers and circuit boards. So if I just go in here and take those and those. I said and those. There we go. Quartz is sort of useful. Right, according to that, I now have everything I could possibly need. So yeah, let's go and start building. Where's my tube of ultimate destiny? There it is. Now, I don't want that one. I want this tube. There we go. It's going to take me a little while to run down here, but this is the one that goes all the way over to my power station, way over on the other side of the world. And so, yeah, having been reminded by Mark that I don't need to build two-way rails everywhere because we don't expect to have as many trains running around or have as high a train throughput, I shall try and be a little bit more sensible with this. So, slowly up the hill, and then quickly down the hill again. Yeah, whee! These things do look like a lot of fun. I'm not quite sure how it keeps the player in, how it keeps the passenger right in the middle of the tube like this. But given that it seems to manage that, I'm quite impressed, and it looks like it'd be good fun to ride, even if there's a tree poking through the middle of it there. Right, there's my platform for my railways. I must be nearly there because we've had the right turn now, which is heading in towards the over towards the mines. I can come down here into the valley of coal and electricity. I should probably put in some more power stations down here. Actually, that might be a good idea because I am at some point going to need more power. Okay, and that said, the coal seems to be flowing in quite quickly at the moment, so whatever else I add in is going to need to have significant amounts of extra mining added as well. Right, so from up there, I want to add in some walls, and I'm going to use a basic 4-meter wall. It's going to run from there to apparently there, because that's as far as it'll go in one go. And then from there all the way to the ground, So, you know, so it looks like we actually have this whole thing is actually supported rather than just floating magically in the air, because it looks a bit silly. And we don't want things to look silly, do we now? Okay, that's a little bit better. Alright, so the next thing is, actually let's put in the station, because then I've got something to link onto. And I think in order to put in the station, I'm going to put in a stepping stone about halfway up like that. And I think I can probably fly up and land on there. No, I can't. Don't have enough fuel in the jetpack, can't make that sort of height. So let's put another one there. And then another one way up there, just in case that's too far as well. Right, and now in several steps, I can make my way up there. 1, let jetpack recharge. Boost. 2. Yeah, I think I'm glad I put the third one in. Woo! There we go. 3, and then finally. Shumf. Shumf? Shumf. Just made it to the top. Yes, indeed, persistent. Training, which we're going to train the whole system to work as we want it to. Yeah, that's roughly what I did for this one. So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, I think. I'm a little bit concerned as to whether I'm going to be able to get the train out of here, actually. We'll find out. Worst case, I might link it to halfway around. We shall see. Right, so now up here. Now I can actually put in my train station, which goes... Are you pointing the right way? You're pointing the right way. Good. Good train station. Put you in there. Now let's find out whether I can actually join this up or not. So I want some rail. Go from here. I mean, no, but also yes, because I can take it in and drop it into that bit over there, like that. There we go. That kind of that works well enough for my liking. I'm happy with that. Stairs versus ladder versus hypertube versus jetpack with steps. I think the jetpack with steps is probably the quickest way to get up. Well, no. The hypertube is easily the quickest way to get up. However, I think however that requires construction. So you can't just hypertube up. You need to build the whole hypertube system in. So for places you don't expect to be doing it in enormous amount, I think the hypertube is probably a little excessive. However, for something that somewhere where you're expecting to be going quite often, the hypertube is probably better. What's the shortest railway I can make? Probably about there. And again. About there. So now hopefully I can build from there to there. Yes, there we go. Nice. So that's my coal pickup station. I also want... No, rail. I also want a rail from over here, somewhere, wherever I can hook in. Here. To come over here as well. No, not pointing that way. Okay, I need to put in some more. Need to put more rail in first for it to join onto. That's fine. Do that. I think that should be... Hopefully that's going to be far enough. So now let's put in a good long piece from here. Just going all the way over there somewhere. Now can I go from here to somewhere over there, wherever it was over there? No, that's too sharp. Yeah. I thought it might be, but I thought I'd try it anyway. So I'll put another short piece of rail like this. And you know what? Let's just do another. No. Then I can try the long piece again, so that just goes off into the distance like that. Then from here over to there somewhere. Like that. There we go. And now pull up this piece, and that piece. And that'll save the steel for over here. Right, so that is my that's the station placed. So that's a good start. I'll go back and do the rail I'll do all the rail running all the way back round in a moment. But for now, here we have a pickup station. So let's go and let's do all the sort of the programming and stuff of this station, get it up and ready to go. So over here, I want to configure the train station. We're going to call it, we're going to call it Tallinn. We're going to call it coal pickup because I'm imaginative. And we'll put a station into there, a train into there at some point, and set the timetables up and yada yada yada. But not just yet. Now, someone in the comments section or something like that told me that if you put in a piece of elevator floor, if you put a hole in. If you put an elevator hole in the floor here, you then get infinite distance off the other side if you join elevator floor to elevator hole to elevator hole. I'm not quite sure I'm convinced by that, but I do kind of want to have it just punch straight down through the floor here anyway. So let's shove in an elevator hole. That's going to be in logistics and one of those things. And I would like it to line up, please. So we'll put it... I said I would like it to line up. Yes, hole to hole is apparently lines up nicely. So apparently gives infinite distance. So we'll do that. Then I want to put in an elevator, and I'm going to make this a Mark III just because I think it'd be silly not to. Put it that way around, like that. There we go. That's pointing the wrong way. Idiot. Try it again. Where's the rotate other way around thing? It's pointing in the right direction. There is a button for it, but it only tells you what half the things you might want to do are at any one time. So, what is it? It's not the quick switch, because that's just changed it between Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3. I don't want to lock the hologram. I don't want to close build menu, quick switch, some building, lock hologram, snap to guidelines. No, but there is... there we go. It's R. It is R to rotate it around. There we go. Thank you, Gildarth. Yes, it sort of makes sense, but I just haven't quite got there yet. Right, so build that into there like that. The tricky part is going to be putting the other end of this in exactly the same place. Now, I guess the way I'm going to do this is put in put a wall down running off it, and then I have another wall at the bottom. So I have the wall running all the way to the bottom, and then it'll be fairly obvious where it is. Yes, exactly. So, jump off again. Plummet. Panic. Jetpack. Touchdown. So I can see the hole on there, which is good. So I want some more wall, which is you. Can I select you from all the way over there? I cannot. Okay, well, we'll get you from in here instead then. Wall, basic wall, that's all I need. And you are to go from there as far as you can, which isn't far enough. And then again, like that. And if I put in another piece of flooring about here, and then another one of these. Now, getting this in the right place is going to be slightly tricky, because I didn't actually check exactly. Okay, it's about there. I think it's not quite centered, so I think it must be. I think it must be there. Let's find out. See what happens. You need to be a 3, so we need to go from there to... Whoop. I fell off. To... Yes, there. Nice. It worked. Hang on, I'm an idiot. This is the wrong way round. This is supposed to be a loading station, not an unloading station. Ah. So this whole thing is wrong. And in the wrong place. And just generally bad. No, not that one. That one. Now I need to get back up there. Maybe I should put in a vacuum tube. That might be a good idea. Let's try that. I need to get power to it. But we've got power all over the place around here. So let's see if I've got the stuff to make a vacuum tube. Transport, hypertube entrance. No, I haven't. I haven't got the concrete. Oh, I got rid of that concrete earlier. Oh. Yes, I now know it works, Gildarth. Yes, you are quite right. You are spot on. It was a very useful idea. Thank you. So, right, let's do a little bit of jetpack-based climbing. So, you know, the funny thing is, I have the bits and pieces I need to make... Actually, I changed my mind back again. Does the price increase linearly with length, or does it increase non-linearly, and so it becomes enormously expensive if you make it really, really long? Okay, so down here, I'm going to make a special... No, production. Yeah, a craft... I can never remember which is which of the craft bench. Large range of parts. Yes, that's the one I want. Let's put one of those in. Zoop, like that. And then with this, I can then make some of those encased industrial beams. So I've got loads of the bits I need for these, just none of the actual things, just not very many of the things themselves. There we go. So now I can come back over here again and go, you know what, I've changed my mind again. I do want to build that thing I was just talking about. Okay, yeah, as long if the price only increases linearly, then I'm okay with that, because that's sort of what I would expect. What's it doing? Oh, yes, the Zoop tube. Where are you? No, that's the wrong place. Transport. Hypertube. So I'll put you here. No, this way around. Here. Can we now just run this thing straight up the wall? Let's find out. Right, it's gone red, so... Oh, floor is too steep. Oh, there we go. Yes. That's kind of ridiculous, but I'm very pleased with it nonetheless. Okay, we now need power over here as well. So let's put in another power... Oh, no. Power line from there to here. And then you connect to that. There we go. Power! I don't have things to support the tube to the wall. I believe I can unlock them later. I just haven't got them yet. Whee! Okay, that is much, much easier. Zoop. There we go. Right, so up here, turns out that's wrong, because this is supposed to be an input station. So let's try and get this right. Now, so I need to put in a logistics. I need to put in a conveyor lift floor hole. It's wanted to line up with that, so I'll put it here. And we'll carefully note where that is. It's sort of, yeah, there-ish. Then I want to put in a conveyor lift. So this is going to be a... Yeah, this is going to be an uplift. So we want to rotate it around to being like that. Mark 3, yes, good. And then Mark 3 belt going from here into there. Right, nice. Now I can drop back down again. Land on here. Put that in place. And now, right, where was it? It was there, there-ish. And I want another one of them. Conveyor lift floor hole goes there. Now I can 7 and Mark 3. If I just link it from there to, well, up there. Lovely. And now underneath here, we can have the loading system. So come out of here, out this way, and we're to point it that way. I think is that where? Yeah, I think that's where the coal comes from. Lovely. Now I just need to come over here and investigate these drills and find out what's going on. So you straight up don't have power, and you're a Mark 1 miner. We don't want any of these Mark 1 miners around here. That's just a bit pathetic. So I want to upgrade you to a Mark 2 miner. I probably won't have the bits for this, but I can make them on site. So I want a Mark 2 miner. And I'm missing, yes, I'm missing the little drill things. Oh, and I'm missing some more of the concrete, encased concrete as well. So where's that? There's the workbench I built. Let's go and make some more encased concrete and then make some... Oh, I'll need to make the other building as well to make the drills, but never mind. We'll start one thing at a time. We'll make another 20 of these or so. I have no idea how I got the miner there while the rock was in the way. It seemed quite happy to put it there, so, you know, I wasn't going to say no. Okay, 20 is probably enough. And now over here I also am going to need one of these things. Put that in next to it. I'm just leaving these equipment workshops and crafting benches scattered all around the world, but, you know, that's fine. That's how it goes. Now I want to make some of the portable miners, those things. Oh, I can only make 2 of them. Oh, actually, that's because I'm going to run out of iron sticks. That's fine. If I run out of iron sticks, it's not a big deal because I can, if I have to, make more of them. Right. Now we come back up here. It was just 2 mining drills here, wasn't it? Yes, it was. So I can come along here. I can go. Oh, hello. I would like to make another mining drill, please. I would like it to be a Mark II. I'd like to put it there. Like that. Yeah, the rock doesn't appear to exist. There's just a mining drill in there that I can configure if I want to. So, go figure. Who knows? And then I would like to put another one of those in over here, like that. There we go. And I would like to power them. That seems like a good idea. Where is power? And there's oodles of it over there, but that's not quite what I want. Okay, there's a pylon over there. Let's build from there then. Wow, you can make massive long cables with these. There and there. Right, now we should have a nice steady supply of coal coming out of these. I don't think these belts being Mark 1s is going to be sufficient. I think I might need to do some upgrading along here. So let's turn you into a Mark 2. How much of this stuff have I got? Not very much. I'd be better off making them into Mark 3. Just everything is a Mark 3. I don't care. I've got a decent amount. I've got a reasonable pocket full of steel. I'd rather the belts were too fast than too slow. I don't mind wasting a little bit. There we go. So it's into there, and then from here, run that over into the. Can we get into the drill from here? Probably not. And there's terrain in the way, so I'm going to do a little bit of that, and then into there. Right, that is now a lot of coal being. Wow. Hang on a minute. The speed of a Mark III belt is crazy. It's like 270 per minute. How fast are these drills running? 120, so there's 240. If the other one's the same, it should be 240 per minute. Yeah, 240. So there shouldn't be any congestion. Now, okay, maybe it's stopped because... Okay, it's stopped because it's full now. That's fine. No, hang on. That should just be being fed straight into the station. Though the station's not powered yet, so the station probably isn't accepting anything. Okay, that makes a certain amount of sense. I shall run power up to it once I get there. So we tag onto there. Shoop. I know I don't technically need to plug this station in here, because as soon as I finish the railway line... Oh, I haven't even done the belts. Okay, that explains that then. But still, if I bring that from there to here, and then plug that in to there. There we go. Now we've got power. They've definitely got power up here. Oh, and it is flowing in. Yes, I did finish it. What was I? Was I looking at this and going, this is where the coal's going to come up? I think I might have been. I don't believe the splitter has an items per minute. Has a speed. It is just a splitter, and it will do whatever is thrown at it. Now it's okay that it's blocked up now, because these 2 mining drills will have built up a bit of a backlog in themselves while we're waiting for this belt here to start flowing, and so it will take a moment or two. It will take a few moments for it to run all the coal out of here and into the into the station, onto the belt and into the station. So it's okay that those are running a little bit slowly now. That it's running a little bit stutterily now. It should sort itself out. Okay, so that is my coal pickup area. Let's go and start working on the. Let's go and build the railway, and then I can start making a steel smelter. Yay, minor graphical glitches. Right, you go from there to forever, but in a straight way. Did I make that? Yeah, I think that's straight. Yeah, it looks okay. Nope, that was wrong. That's a curl. Let's not have a curve. Let's try it again. You. From there. See what I mean? The large creature has escaped, so I think he's safe and happy. Put it to there, and then here I'm going to want to go around a corner like this. However, yeah, as we've established, it's better to build another chunk of rail first. Give me the rail, and then clip onto that, because otherwise you don't get. Otherwise, it has problems with placement and stuff. Let's put that there, and getting it reasonably straight. No, reasonably straight on the way out. So that's going to go straight through the rock. I think I need another. Yeah, it's they are very, very flexible. Obviously, they have been doing whatever the appropriate thing is at the gym to make sure they are suitably flexibilized. That's too sharp. So if I avoid the rock, then it's too sharp. No. Dismantle. And more railway. Let's try this again here. I said, what? What are you doing? Okay, we'll build a piece there. How about that? Are you happy now? No, still too sharp a turn. Am I going to have to just punch through the middle of the rock? That's annoying, because I don't like doing that. It just feels a bit wrong and uncomfortable. But I'm going to have to get rid of that piece, and then from here, I mean, I can go from there to there, and it's fine, except it goes through the rock, and that feels wrong, and I can't destroy the rock, because rock. Maybe. So you mean bring it to about here, perhaps? No, and again, it's still too sharp. Can I make that piece a bit shorter? Move a bit of this. Oop, that wasn't what I wanted to do at all. Yeah, so I should be able to have a piece of rail here. Come on, join onto the other rail. Oh, go on the other side of the rock. That's a possibility. That is a possibility. All right, if this doesn't work, I'll give that a shot. One more attempt. No, still too sharp. Alright, we're going around the other side of the rock because the game is stupid. There we go. That's kind of worked. In fact, it has worked, so yes. And you know, while I'm here, let's put in another support under this piece, because it is a corner, and I've been sort of at least trying to put supports in around the corners, because otherwise it does look a bit ridiculous. So do that, and that, and that, and that. And if anyone asks, this entire section is full of concrete. There should be another piece under there, like that. And yeah. So if anyone asks, this entire block here has been filled with concrete in order to provide enough strength for the trains to sit on top of it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Right, let's go. Let's go training. And then I build this all the way up to basically on the edge. And then when I go over the edge, it'll look reasonably sensible. Hopefully. Ooh. I don't look. Oh, no, that's alright. Built about there, and then, yeah, that's alright. Then I can come over here, and if I stop about 4 squares back, I think. 1, 2, wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, go to there. And then over here, 1, 2, 3, 4 back here. Build a railway from there to there. And then I can do a railway from there to there. Yeah, it's all coming together very nicely. Well, reasonably nicely. I can continue along here like this. And we're nearly back. That's gone reasonably quickly. There is a tree, though. I shall have to deal with that tree in a moment. And over here, we join straight onto that piece over there. Oop, not like that. Come along here, join straight in the... Too close to another switch. Okay, we'll get rid of this piece. And we'll join that to there. There we go. Also, we need to have this. Let's get rid of this for the moment. And we want to then go from here to over here somewhere. Where's something it can snap onto? Hi. Do you mind? I'd like this to join on here. Hey, these things are bouncy. I hadn't noticed that before. However, it seems they don't like being bounced on because it's run off now. Right. So sun tight. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. We'll build from over there, wherever it was. Right there to. Come on. You had a. Oh no, it's snapped onto the wrong side. That's why. Give me the railway. There we go. From here, yes, we come to here, like that. And from there, we run over to hit. Snap in. Is there any? Are you going to snap in anywhere along here? I mean, that'd be really nice if you would. I've no idea where the end pieces were that I put in. No, apparently you won't. All right, we'll just need to get rid of this long piece then, and bring it to here, and then from here to there, and from there to there. Ah, this is absolutely infuriating. Too sharp. What? You had a 180 in here before, and you were happy with it. How are you not happy with? How are you not okay with this? Goodness sake. Would you be happier if it was over here somewhere? I mean, look, you are happy to bend that. You are happy to bend that much. That is that. Why is anything else a problem? Oh goodness knows. Right, so bring that to. If I put that to there, then I can do that to. Come on, I can't do it to there because it's too short. Get rid of that. I can now run that from there to there, and from there to there. There we go. See, it does fit. You just have to not be bloody stupid. All right, so that's the weird S bend that allows a train to come out of here and disappear off towards the coal mine, and come from the coal mine and go off down that way towards whatever's down there. So all I need now is a loop round to allow trains that are coming out of here to go back off that way down the two-way system. So let's try and find a place to do that. I can't remember if I've done more than 90 degrees in a single turn yet. It could well be that there's a problem with that. Thing is, though, I don't know what's going on over there on the other side. You see, this is just one long piece of track. So if I delete that, find my gap over where's the join is here. So I want to then build my track over there to be in line with where I'm messing around now. So there. And then from there, we need a loop that comes over to... I want a loop that comes in like that. You see, there it goes. It's too sharp a turn. Even though we know it's not, because we can do... if I lock the hologram in place there, we know we can do a 180 in this distance because I had one just over... Oh, actually, I didn't have one over there, but I've had one in this sort of place before. So it should be absolutely fine to do that. It should be able to just make it slightly wider so that it works, but it doesn't want to because it's difficult. So instead, I'll put in some platform here and some foundation here like that. Then I'll have another go at this. Like this, because here we go. We can do a... Where's halfway? Here is halfway. This halfway? Yes. This line here is halfway. So we can bring the rail out to there like that, and then we can go from there onto there, and it complains again just because it likes complaining. But the point is, if I'm telling it where it can start from, then it can stick the bulge out as far as it needs to and do whatever it needs to in order to get it into the right place. So it shouldn't be as difficult as it is. But yeah, it seems like sometimes it's starting to seem like you need to put in the curves and then join them up with the straights rather than the other way around. I don't know whether that's actually true, but that seems to have worked. So I'm going to stop moaning now and just accept it. So over here we have, what do we have over here? We have one single train block that is going to be this and everything that goes off into the wild blue yonder over there. I'm going to need to put signals in on the coal station over there so that the iron train can run around as well. But most of that is done now. Okay, so let's have another look at the map. So and check. Actually, let's check where the iron is once again. So the iron it's around here somewhere, but yeah, there we go. So it's here. This is where I want to get to. This is where I want to put in another 2 stations for dropping off coal and picking up iron. So it's going to have to be 2 separate stations, but that's fine. And then again 2 separate trains to do it all as well. Okay, that seems straightforward enough. I just need to get myself to that position, or at least as close as I can. Given the railway lines I've built. Sulfur down there, which isn't what I'm looking for. The iron is that. I think that might be it over there. There's a small patch there. That's the one I wasn't going to go for because it's slightly closer to this area. So I thought I may consider just belting it in across there. But yes, that's it over there. So it's actually more or less underneath this rail. Okay, that's not too bad. So let's get up there. And there's some copper down here as well. So that could be quite convenient for another. I could put in another copper station for down here when we start to run out of when we start to realise that the amount of copper coming through isn't enough. Yeah, pretty sure that's my iron patches down there. So, we need to have, as I say, we need to have a coal drop-off station up here. I need to go down and set up mining drills on all of those. Then we need to make steel in massive quantities. feed that up to another station. I think the sensible way to do this... I'm going to need another turnaround point down there to allow trains that are coming along here. A train that comes out along here to loop round and then come back along here. So I'm going to need to put in a loop that goes round and then joins back onto the track again. I could remove all the concrete after replacing the rails. It would look even more ridiculous. So I'm trying not to do things like that, and trying to have things look not sensible or real or accurate or any of that, but sort of at least vague approximations thereof. So I'm planning to leave the concrete in place. All right, so I have a station that sticks out like that. Oh, I've been dinged by the bot to check something, and I can't remember what it was I was supposed to be checking, but I can at least now that the bot's reminding me that I should be checking something, I can check it when I finish the stream. Fine. So along here, I'm going to need 2 stations. Now the question is, do I put? I think I have to put in both the stations on this side, so I'll make this quite long. Like that, and then see what I can squeeze in. So I need to put in a station like this. Which way are you pointing? Wrong way. I say wrong way. It's fairly arbitrary because is that in the right place? I can't tell. Yeah, that looks right. It's a tiny bit over the edge there, but I'm okay with that. So put the station in like that. Then no, not you. Then I want to put a freight platform in next to it with the things on that side. Good. Now I can come along and mess around with the no, not with the foundation. Now I want to put in the track. So get railway, comes from here, goes over to here like that. Lovely. That was nice and easy. Then we have another one coming out of here and joining onto the system over there. Come on, snap. Like that. Okay, I have once again underestimated the size of the size of rail infrastructure in this game. The other station is clearly going to have to go over there, beyond this one. But that's okay. We can do that. Yeah, it seems to be a definite recurring thing with me that I underestimate how big I need to make all the rail stuff in this game, and that's fine. I think part of the charm of this game is the scale everything is built on. So if it was suddenly all really, really small, it would lose a lot of its charm. Is that level with this one? Yes. And going back to your question, Mark, it's very much it's very much Minecraft style physics in that some things need to be put on top of other things in order to allow you to build there. But once you've got a thing, it doesn't care about it being supported. You could remove all your supports from underneath. Same way in Minecraft, you can remove all the supports from underneath something, and it'll just carry on merrily floating in the air, absolutely fine, no problem at all. Yeah, you got the same in this game. You only need something there when you only need support when you're actually building a thing, and anything beyond that is just down to how happy you are to have things that look absolutely ridiculous. He says building slightly off the edge at that time with this thing. Never mind. Oh, actually, that means it's not going to be quite lined up with that one, which is going to bother me a little bit. All right, now we'll move you across a little bit. Get rid of that. So now try train station again. That, and then a freight platform there. Yes, that's pointing. Ooh, yes, that's pointing in the correct direction. Then over here we need railway line. There we go. It comes out from here and links on over there somewhere like that. Lovely. And same over here. Cross over that because we can. And link in. Lovely. So now I need to put in some signals, and I think I can snap these onto yes. Ooh, no, not there. Damn it. Not there. Yes, Tristan. I believe it does. I could. The game would have absolutely no problem with me going through and removing all of the concrete from under absolutely everything I've ever built. It would look quite ridiculous, I suspect, with all of these buildings floating in the air. But I could. But it would let me do it. In the same way as it doesn't care about how well supported any of this stuff is. The only reason I've been putting in those the supports underneath things is for the sake of aesthetics. And I know I don't bother with aesthetics very much in these sort of games, as you can clearly tell by the way by how little actual support I've been giving many of these things. But yeah, I'm trying a little bit. Okay, so let's program this station up. You are going to be a coal drop station. Typing is hard. And then close. And then this one over here is going to be a steel pickup. Please have enough fuel. Oh yeah, should be alright. Here, you are to be steel pickup. There we go. Nice. So now I need to do. Oh, now I need to do the what's the name? Elevator. No, yes, the elevator trick again. So over here. Hello, Mike. Welcome. I can't see. Too close to the edge. So I've come over here. This actually needs to be a row bigger, like that. There we go. That's going to give me somewhere to put that down on there. And you know what? Let's join it up to over there, just because I can. So over here, this is the steel pickup. So this is going to be an input station. So yes, the machines do require a certain amount of stuff underneath them, otherwise they consider themselves to be on a horrendous slope. But I believe there is nothing to stop me from pulling the concrete out from underneath them. It'll just look silly, as I say. Logistics, conveyor lift, floor hole. Put you there, so you're dead center on the edge of on the edge of the square thing. All right, I do the same over here. This is a coal drop-off station, so it's going to be outputting stuff. So we'll put this one here like that. And that's directly on the join between the two. Okay. And so now I can start putting in my elevators. You need to point it that way, and you're dropping off, so you need to be the other way around, and you also need to be a Mark III. There we go. Put that there. And then I can feed a Mark III belt in. Oh, I don't need to. It's linked it up. Nice. Back over to the lifts then, and Mark III. Put you on there. And no, you're going to need to be the other way around again, so that goes there. And, oh, this one hasn't linked in. Did I not actually get these things in line with it? I think I didn't get these things in line with each other. I don't care. There we go. Alright, now I can just jump off the world. And touchdown. Right, so there's the thing that I want to link onto. So let's bring a wall down, and this can be a sort of a bit of foundation to make it look like the building is the place is actually supported. So we'll put you there like that. Jump. And actually, this is low enough that I don't think I need to do the shenanigans with the. No, this will actually reach all the way down here, just like that. It also needs to be a type Mark III. Do you mind? Try again. You. Mark III. From there to there. Good. That wasn't so hard, was it? I am very nearly out of steel, though. It is worth noting. Oh, I see. It didn't have to come down all that far because I'm way up on the top of a hill here, and the rest of the station is going to be dropping down all the way over there. Okay, fine. And we can bring another. We can put in a belt that just runs down this slope down here, and to all the smelting machines that are going to be down here. I'm running out of steel though, so that's going to put a bit of a cramp in the what I'm trying to do fairly soon. But never mind. So I come down here, knock out these bits, and then I can start putting in the mining drills. There we go. One down. So there's 3 patches over here. That's it's enough to keep me going for a moment, for a short time, I guess. Oh, no, there's 4. Even better. So yeah, I'll smash these open, get the ore, start getting the ore out of them, and then think about what I'm going to need in the way of what do you call it? It's in the way of machines to deal with all that ore. So we'll have a look. Once I've worked out how fast the iron ore is going to be coming out, and once I've checked the recipe for steel as well. So I'm going to need some tier 2 drills. So once again, I'm going to need to put down the classic combination of a craft bench and an equipment workshop, because I'm going to need both of the... Oh, I've run out of iron sticks. And then iron sticks is what I need the craft bench for. I'm sorry, I need the craft bench to make the iron sticks, but I need the iron sticks to make the craft bench. That's problematic. Nope, can't make it quite high enough to get onto that thing. Try it again over here. Okay, made it onto the platform, which is a good start. And from here, joint. There we go. Right. So what do I need? I'm going to need to be able to make several of the big mining. No, not that way. This way. Oh, missed. Oh no, I've run out of fuel. Ow. Yeah, the flying around on pylons is still not the ideal way of transporting myself, I'm afraid. However, it'll do to get me to here, and hopefully up onto yes, just made it onto the top, and from here I can get in the vacuum tube, and that'll take me back to the base. That vacuum tube, in fact. And then from there, right. So what do I need? I'm going to need a large number of furnaces. I'm going to need to check what I'm going to need for that. I'm going to need to be able to make lots more of the mining drills. So we'll do some of those as well. And just see how we get on. So if I come over here, I've got my crafting bench in here. Oh no, it's the other. No, it would have been the other thing was what I needed to make, not that one. Never mind. I want to make, but anyway, around here I want to make a load of the portable mining drills, and that's a load more iron sticks. So I'll come into here. Oh, oh no, it was a craft bench I needed. No, never mind. I'm confusing myself. Oh no, I can't make iron rods because they're made from they're not made from iron plate. Too much Factorio. They're made from iron ingots. So let's go up here and get some. So this machine here is going to be full of iron rods. There we go. So that's that. Now I can make the portable mining drills. The ones that you make. It's a little bit weird that you have to make the basically the manual mining drills in order to make the automated ones, but sure, whatever. There were 4 patches out there, so I'm going to need 8 of these. Now I see I have 2 already, 3, 4. This is going to completely fill my inventory because they don't stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's convenient. My inventory's now full. What junk do I have in my inventory? There's bound to be some. Okay, I'm going to return some of the concrete because now I've finished doing the railway systems. I don't need anything like as much concrete as I'm carrying. Now there probably isn't going to be room for this in the warehouse. No, there isn't. The warehouse is full, so I'll ditch it in here, and it can turn some of this into money. Well, I say money, fix-it tokens. Put that in there. I don't care about iron ore. I can just chuck in there as well. But one iron rod on its own, taking up inventory space, so that can go. I don't feel like I need the quick wire, but 1 stack of it seems like it could potentially be useful. Plastic I don't think I need. I don't need this much. I don't need this much iron in this many piles. So I'll put some of that to sort some of that over there. In fact, if I sort it, that should fix all that sort of thing. I'm clearly going to need more steel, but right. Let's have a bit of a think about what I'm going to want. So it tells me there that I'm going to need more steel pipe if I want to carry on building the number of locomotives and freight cars I was planning to make, and I am going to need both of those, I think. Oh, electric pole twos, yes. I've been doing the crouch and jump thing a little bit. It's sort of I haven't got running blades or rune blades or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, I have been doing the. It seems to be if you slide and then jump from a slide, that's when you go faster. Anyway, so what am I going to need to make? So I've got those things already. I'm going to need to make 4 of these. I don't know what rate it's going to come out at though. That's the problem. And oh yeah, I need to check the recipe for steel. Steel ingots is done in a foundry, and it's 3 of each on the input to make 3 on the output. Okay, that's not too bad. It says production rate 45 per minute. Does that mean it does the recipe 15 times per every 15 seconds? No, 15 times per minute. Sorry, and it produces 3 each time. I guess it probably does. So I'm going to need. Hang on, I've forgotten what it said already. Was it iron ore or iron ingots? Steel ingots. It is iron ore. Okay, yep. So I just need to pump that. I just need foundries then, lots and lots of foundries. So let's go in here. I would like to have, let's say 8 foundries, just in case it's a little bit excessive. Okay, I don't think I've got the alternative recipe. So right, let's go shopping. So I'm going to need some steel pipes, and they go into the. There's a pair of warehouses over here, which has approximately, quite literally, none of them in it. Great. Hup. So, crap. Oop. No, it helps from running. Oh yeah, that is combining that with the jetpack at the right time is quite good. So I'll steal all of those, and it's still not enough. I still need another 36 of them. The industrial beams are being made. Oh, here they are. Just all right. I'll grab them out of this machine as well, then I suppose. Grab those encased industrial beams and modular frames and rotors. Right, I'm gonna go to the loo because I drank too much water with dinner. I should be back in a moment though. Don't go anywhere. Much better. Right. Okay, so the advanced recipes are better. I mean, that makes sense. It's sort of what you'd expect. Right, hopefully now, I was going to say hopefully there'll be loads of pipes in here that I can steal, but actually there's only 3 of them. That's a bit disappointing. They obviously come in rather slowly. However, I do also need modular frames, so let's grab some of those as well. This machine's actually been really, really useful for me to allowing me to steal all the bits and pieces that I could possibly want for making all the trains and things. Except the rotors, I'm going to need to find a load of those somewhere. And the modular frames are being made rather slowly, but there's loads of them on this belt, so let's just steal them from here. Oh, I need 120 of them. Okay, maybe just running along a belt, grabbing them like that isn't the way to do it. Okay, I've paused production here. That's helpful. I mean, it obviously makes sense because I... But yeah, I want these frames, so... and like 100 of them. This is going to be a bit of a hassle, I can tell. How am I doing? Halfway. There's part of a machine sticking through a belt there. That's not good. Great. Okay. There's a graphical glitch here. So those frames do not exist. They are merely a figment of the game's imagination. How are we doing over here? What's in this machine? We've got more of the pipes. Okay, that's no, it's still not quite enough pipes. We need another 5 or 6 pipes. I'll take those frames though. And then I'll go off looking for the stators. No, sorry, rotors, not stators. One more? Come on, one more. There we go. Right, that's enough pipes. I'll come back and think about modular frames in a moment, but for now I need to go off and try and find rotors. Right, this is motors, and I think motors and rotors are vaguely related. But let's check if there's anything in here first. No. Hello? That's full of stators, but rotors are another thing we've got a shortage of. It's always the stuff I need that there's a massive, massive shortage of. I mean, there's one rotor coming along there. That's kind of pathetic. They're just, yeah, they're getting used up as fast as they're being produced. That's... Oh, there's lots in here, though. There we go. That's given me enough of them. So it's now just the modular frames that I'm short of. And they are, yeah, they are stockpiled by this machine. But it's only got one of them. 2 of them. Yeah, there's lots of impressive things about Factorio, but yeah, you're right. The fact that the graphics do seem to just everything seems to just work really nicely in the game is quite impressive. Now, to be fair, Satisfactory is still early access, so I shouldn't be too surprised that it has some issues, but I'm not surprised. I'm just sort of, it's just slightly annoying when you see a load of stuff on a belt and you can't pick it up. I think that's all I'm trying to say. Okay, I've got 84 out of the 120. I think what I'm going to do at this point is head out and build up the steel processing area as far as I can with what I've got, and then when I run out partway through and realise I haven't and can't quite finish it, then well, c'est la vie. I'll come back and see if I can get some more modular frames then, or decide whether it's worth it. See what sort of what's causing the problems and how much I care about it, I guess. So here we are back over at the new factory. So I haven't even got to the steel area yet, but I can get there hopefully reasonably sanely. I apparently do not have the hand-brain coordination to, there we go, to do the slide jumpy thingy. So I need to get over to there. I don't think I can make that in this sort of way. So let's fall down here. And do slide, jump, blast, blast. Oh, there's a violent pig thing down there. See if I can get past without it noticing me. Kind of. I don't know if I'm moving faster than those things charge, or whether it's going to come up behind me in a moment and try and violate me. We'll find out, I guess. You know what I was going to say, I've just realised, I can't remember if I remember to pack all the bits and pieces I was going to need for the drills. I guess we'll find out. That's true, adding in the train to get it for transporting myself would be quite a good idea. Oh, look, a power slug. I should go and harvest that. Oh, yes, I did ask for all the mining drills. Thank goodness for that. Alright, so we have 1, 2. I guess you can call. Yeah, I don't know when a game can't call itself early access. I mean, it describes itself as early access even though it has been, as you say, it has been around for quite a long time now. But oh dear. But who's to say when I mean it clearly presumably means they don't consider the game to be finished. And who am I to say whether the game is finished or not? I mean, it's obviously not finished because they're still adding stuff to it. But then you could say the same about Factorio. That's been that's been a perfectly playable game for a very, very long time, but it didn't go to 1.0 for a long time after it was certainly essentially very, very playable. Oh, I should have got more steel while I was back there. That was a mistake. Because I'm going to do... You know what? That's far enough down. I'm kind of okay with that. Oh, okay. Oh, it came down that far because that was as much steel as I had. All right. That's annoying because I kind of need more stuff, and I obviously don't have the steel for it. And Discord is blooping at me. Let's mute that. Do not disturb. There we go. Yeah, I should have picked up a load of steel while I was out there. Is basically what I'm trying to say at this point, because I don't have everything I need to put all these together. However, I can now look at the... Put that away. There we go. I can now look at the speeds these are going to be producing at. So we've got 60 per minute from this one because it's impure. 60. And over here, probably another 60. 60 again. So that's 240 per minute. Looking at the numbers, when we want to make steel, ingots, so 240 per minute means we're going to need, well, at least 45, 90, 2 would be 90, 4 would be 180. I guess I'll make 5, probably want 5 running off here. I could do, it's basically, it's about 5.5. So if I put down 5, then it'll run fast enough. And 5 is 1 off each and then 1 more, which is kind of unhelpful, but never mind. So I guess I could merge them all onto a single... Actually, there's 60 per minute. Let's drop down to low tier belts because there's no point in going fast on this. If I put in... I could just put in 1 smelter on each one, actually. It wouldn't quite keep up, but it'd be relatively close. So let's start building some smelters. Foundries, sorry. I quite like to have them in a row, so it makes it easier for feeding the coal in. But let's see what we can do. So I'll put one of them, one here. One here up against that one. It's a slightly different height, sure, but whatever. I'll put another 2 down here. In fact, what I should do, the easiest way to do this would probably be to run 3 of them off each pair of drills, and then we'd have slightly more throughput than we need. But that's probably better than not enough. Oh, and I've run out. Now I've run out of the modular frames. Okay, so we've got enough for 1 for each so far. So if I put Mark 1 conveyor belt from there to there, and there to, well, there, and then there. Hey group, welcome. Okay, Gildarth, well, thanks for stopping by, and consider yourself welcome next time you can stop in. There and there. No. Fine, do it that way around. Right, so that's that. We also need power down here. Now, where am I going to get power from? There's a massive conveyor, there's a massive pylon over there which I could hook into, and up, just up there actually. So let's take a power line from there, bring it over to here, and then that can power that and that. Why are you a... No, don't be a Mark 1, be a Mark 2. There we go, that's better. Now you can power everything. So I can run to there and to... What? Oh, there. That's where I want to put it. There, that one. And then from there, we can then put in another pylon on, I guess on the... If I put it on the top of this rock over here... No, if I put it here, that looks reasonably sensible. Run that to there. and then from there I can do power to that one, and that one, and that one. No. No, not that. Try again. Just clicking too quickly without checking the right things I've highlighted. There to there. I'm not using foundations for basic smelting setups like this. For any sort of proper factory, yes, I'm using the foundations, and for railway systems like the one you can see above me, yes, for all of those I'm using proper foundations. But for little smelting mining and smelting setups like this, I don't think it's necessary. I'm happy not doing so. Right, I think I now can't really do anything until I head back and get some more steel, because that's what's going to... I'm trying to make steel here, so it feels slightly silly that I have to go back and get some more steel. What? More steel to make the steel, but them's the breaks. I can't get a tier 3 belt coming down from above, which I'm going to need once this starts running properly, without going off and getting some more steel. So unfortunately, that's going to be the next thing to do. And that means getting back up there, which is always fun. So I think that means, well, I want to put in another support here anyway, because otherwise it looks kind of silly. Get out of the way. Silly creatures. So let's put in a wall coming from way up there. Yeah, exactly. What group said it's early access because they don't consider the game to be finished, rather than because they consider the game to be playable. I'm not really an aesthetic player, I'm afraid. So which probably is why Factorio suits me so well. I do a little bits like this. Like I try not to let belts and I try not to let things clip through each other, with the exception of mains power cables, because that way lies madness. And I've put in some supports underneath my railway systems like this, especially when I want to then put in some foundations on them to allow me to climb back up again. But basically, I'm not worrying too much about aesthetics because I don't want to, essentially. And I'm quite new to the game. This is the first time I've played it, and so adding in an additional complication feels like it's just going to make it a bit too much. I'd rather concentrate on one thing at a time, where at the moment the one thing is learning how to play the game. And I'm getting better at it. I'm sort of learning how things work and doing things a little bit gradually more sensibly. My first construction area didn't have any didn't have any foundation in it, and then I discovered that was a bad idea, and I put in more. Which way around are you? Yes, you are the right way around, I think. Yes, you are. And then I did do foundations and stuff for the second generation version of it all. Crunch through the 3. Oh, I need a turny roundy point here as well, actually, because the trains are going to come out like I just did. They're going to come out of the stations like that, and then they're not going to be able to go anywhere useful. So, whoop. I do, however, find the jetpack incredibly useful when I've been clumsy and fallen off something. So I'm definitely a fan of that. Right, this thing. Put this across here. Right through the middle of the tree. Great. Well done there, Laurence. Yeah, and I could go back and I mean my sort of factory version 3 is more aesthetic and sensibly designed and so on. But there's only so far I'm putting the effort into making it not necessarily aesthetic, but at least sensibly designed, so that things kind of work, I guess is the best way to put it. Previous tiers of factory were problematic, shall we say. So I'm going to want this to split off about... Can it split off from... If I split it here, no, it's going to be too close to a switch. So I'm going to need to remove some rail and, yeah. One of the things that is bothering me a little bit, and this is because I'm used to the way Factorio does it, and it's different, and how dare it, is that you can't just join onto a railway anywhere. You have to pull it back up and split off like this when you want to do a funny thing. So I want that to go over there, but I also want that to come over and join here. Yeah, I had to pull up this chunk here and put it down again in 2 separate chunks in order to be able to do, well, this. So now I can go back to my my locomotive and start doing things a little bit more, and actually go in the direction I want to go in, which will be handy. Let me in. There we go. So hopefully steering works with these. I think it does work with these things. Yes, there we go. Oh yeah, my second generation factory is very, very spaghetti. I'm heading back over there now, in fact, because it is the sort of it's what in Factorio you probably call a starter base. So it's where everything comes from. So if I head back over there, you will see what things are like over there, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And it'll probably traumatise you for the rest of your life. I need to come through here and cut down some of these trees as well, because this is silly. I also need to hope the plastic train isn't in an unfortunate place and doesn't get smacked into at high speed. In fact, this is about where I want to stop. Maybe. Braking. Ugh. There we go. Alright, let's dismantle that so I'm not leaving it in the middle of the rails. Oop. Yeah, so this part, all the train system is relatively recently done, so it's not too bad as these things go. Not too bad. I'm not going to say it's good, but it's not too bad. Over here is where the spaghetti starts to occur. So in here, this sort of started off as a sort of one-story factory that was making all of the relatively basic stuff that I was using at whatever point. Then I started to need things in weird places, so I ended up with all these belts flying through the air like that, and eventually clamped onto the bottom of the surface above. The floor above is making more things, so there's just general construction going on up here. So I've got computers happening over there. I can't remember what's happening over here. Oh, there's some concrete, and this was supposed to top up some of the bits I was short of, like the reinforced plates. And then the top floor up here is entirely dedicated to making screws. Everything up here on this top floor is just making screws and then passing them down belts to go into the systems downstairs. So yeah, it's the middle and top floors aren't too bad. The bottom floor is where it gets really, really spaghetti. Let's try and land on this machine and have a look around. So yeah, there are belts pretty much everywhere. I mean, it works, but but yeah, it is fairly spaghetti. The new factory, however, is significantly tidier. I'll show you that on the way past as well if you want. There we go. Let's get lots and lots of steel because I keep running out of the damn stuff. Right. So I can now head over this way. Yeah, all this stuff outside here is basically the tier 1 factory. The first stuff when I had no idea what I was doing and I was just dropping things out all over the place wherever I needed them. And then quite a lot of that has been removed as I upgraded into the Factory Mark II over there. And then we have the Factory 3, which is through here, where I just thought, I'm just going to rebuild somewhere else. We're going to feed this thing with the truck. This one is the one I'm currently sort of just getting started on. So it's too small to be particularly spaghetti-y. But over here we have the Factory 3.0, and over here I'm trying to make adaptive control units very, very gradually because. And so far I haven't got anywhere with that. I've almost got as far as making the automated wiring things that go into those that can be made over there. That's one of the ingredients for it. But yeah, it's not exactly going well so far. Well, I say not going well. It's just not got that far yet because I've only been working on it for like 2 weeks or something. So right, back down here. Let's put the locomotive back in again. No, spin you around like that. There we go. In we get. Choo choo. Yes, the brakes do seem to be a lot better when the trains are in automatic mode, but that might just be down to the trains knowing when they need to start braking, and then so braking out for a little bit longer. Yeah, by all means, stick some screenshots in your Discord. I think they probably count as personal media. Since there isn't a Satisfactory channel on there. So yeah, yes, certainly do. Certainly, please do come along and drop some in. I'll be interesting to see what somebody who knows a bit more about the game can create. I have seen some screenshots of other people's games, but you know, more is always nice. I forgot halfway down what the button for jetpack was and very nearly went splat. Right, so you are... Hang on, which is which? That's coal pickup. What? No, it's not. What? I have confused myself as to which station is which. Okay, that's steel pickup over there, so this must be coal drop-off. So if I put an elevator in here... no, next tier up, please. There we go. That's a conveyor belt. Let's try it again. If I put an elevator in from here, zoop, down to about here, and that's actually a convenient height above the ground, so I think that's all right. Okay, cool. I'll go along and I'll take a look once I've finished with the stream. Right, so we've got. Right, so I want to stick a splitter on the end of here, like a splitter, like that. And then I want to have another split. I kind of want to have another splitter directly on the output of this. Actually, no, I don't. No, I don't need that. Because I can then have... these only need to be... I was going to say these only need to be Mark 1 elevators, because I've only got Mark 1 belts going in, because these are only capable of producing at 60. So these are going to be and these are only going to be using at 40, so that's fine. So I can run that up like this to try and get that at about the same height. Like that. And then another one on there. Exactly the same. To there. And then over here, I can then do Mark 1 belt goes into here. Mark 1 belt to there. Lovely. Yes, splitter shoes this week because, well, yes, just because. And now I'm going to want to have another splitter over there. Wait, no, it's down there. Okay, I put these belts in the wrong place then. Remove that one and that one. Let's try that again, but get it right this time. So I want the first belt to come from there into here. I want the second one to come from there into there. Because that then means I can have another one. I'm using either tier 1 or tier 3 belts for this because I don't have any of the reinforced iron plate things. So bring you around the back here. Let's keep you a little bit higher up because why not? And over here. Oh yes, I've been told about that trick already. Thank you. Yeah, I felt that was a fairly convenient height for bringing it across to those other splitters, other machines. There we go. That's a good enough word for what I'm trying to say. Right, and then over here, I want to put in again more elevators. Like that. And that. You know what, let's just hat this one. So we'll put a splitter on there. It must be the right way around because it's snapped on. Wait, no it's not. What? That's definitely not the right way around. Stop that. Right, let's try that again. A splitter. Like that. And I want it to be about that way round. Sit. There we go. Okay. No, I don't. Oh well, that's fine. And then this belt can continue. No, the belt can continue from there and go to the input over here, and then from the output of that one to the input of this one. Is that going to work? Yeah, it is. Right. So that's all my inputs. Now we just need to hook all the outputs up together. So that's going to be mergers. Well, we can put in my first merger. Can you snap mergers onto these? You kind of seem to be able to. Yeah, that seems to be working. So I'll snap that onto there. Oh no, you can't snap them onto there. It doesn't let you. It looks like it's going to work, and then it doesn't. I mean, it'd be quite nice if it did. That would be a cool way to attach them, but no. And then belt there to no there, yeah, and there to there. So that's 2 machines worth of steel coming out there, and then another one over this way. I'm glad you approve. It kind of all fitted in, you know, in a sort of slightly gross way. I'll bring that to there, and then I'll put in a couple of mergers along here. These aren't so much mergers as hostile takeover. Oh, actually, better idea. Let's put it merger in here, like that. And then I can run that into here. That one into here. Go where I want you to. Do what I mean, not what I say. And this one up to here. And that can go from here. This needs to go all the way up this way to the whatchamacallit, the other elevator that goes up to the other station. Oh no, it's gone straight through the ground. I can't be having with that. Just no. That's just wrong. Let's try that again with less suck. Where's the belt? Nope, you're a conveyor lift. Where is the belt? It comes up around here somewhere. I know it. There it is. Right, you. We'll first hop up to here because that works. Then we'll go up. I've lost the station. There it is. Then we can go. Oh, then we've got enough length to get to there. And then from there, I can go into there. Right, there we go. So that is now all of my everything is now belted into position. We've got the iron ore should be coming out properly. Yes, I do know. That was my original plan was going to be to raise it up a little bit, and then I found that I had enough length to get it onto the top of the what's name anyway. Top of the morning? No, top of the rock face anyway. So it was fine. So up here, let's put in now. Let's set up some trains. Yeah, it was a lot of belt. So locomotive like that, and a wagon on the back of it. Freight car even on the back like that. There we go. Now come along to you. We say no, I didn't mean that. How do I configure? Oh, you get in it to configure it, do you? Right. So edit timetable. I want to go to so I want you to go to coal pickup, and then go to coal drop. Can I set up? Yes, I can configure these things. So I want you to stay there until... Yeah, let's stay until one load has been completed. And then let's go to the coal drop and stay there until completely empty. I think that's a good way to do this. Probably. It'll work for the time being as long as I only have the one station, so that seems to be fine. No, we're not doing any... oh, did I? Or 15 seconds. Oh yeah, or wait for 15 seconds. I can't remove the weight completely. We'll set that up to 150, which should be plenty of time. And the coal drop. I'll wait for 150. Fine. Save, and now train name is Coal for Steel. I can't get out. Let me out. There we go. Why are you just sitting there? What are you doing? Next station is coal pickup. Okay, but it can't go because the signal's red. Okay, they're good. That's what I expected to happen. So, because I just parked that train completely arbitrarily and left it in the middle of the railway, it left it in the middle of the other signal block, so that's fine. Oh, true, I could make it an and. Yeah, that's a fair point. Oh well. So I pull in here like that. There we go. Now that train is gone. Excellent. So that's working. I now need to build another wagon, but I think I've run out of bits for it, rather frustratingly. Freight car. Yes, I'm one steel pipe short. However, conveniently, in the not too distant future, we should have some steel turning up here. I might be able to sort that one out myself. But yeah, we need to wait for the coal to arrive. So let's have a look at the map. How's it doing? Okay, train has arrived at the coal area. That's good. It says it's operational, so that's also good. It's going to wait for one. It should wait there for one loading to happen. And then it should come back again. So we'll find out in a moment. A load may take a little while to load. Yeah, because it was definitely an ore 150 seconds. I didn't set it to both, so it should come back fairly soon. I hope. We'll have another look in a moment. Let's program this train while we're waiting. So I'm going to want you to go to steel pickup and steel drop. Steel pickup. I want you to come here for a load and wait for 0 seconds, I suppose. Give that a try. And then when you get to steel drop, I want you to sit there until you are empty and 0, I suppose. Alright, that should do it. I can't dispatch the train yet because it doesn't have a wagon on the back of it, so it's not going to be able to do anything particularly useful. Nope, don't do that. But okay, that train is still sat there. So it looks like something is not doing quite what it should be doing. I could head over there in this train to investigate. In fact, but then it'll never leave its station. Oh no, it will leave its station. I haven't put the signals in over there, I think. Let's head over there and have a look. I may decide to just demolish this train, if necessary. There's also a No, don't go that way. Stupid train. Oh, I picked up a balloon animal. Now you're just going the wrong way around everything. Are you doing this on purpose? I think you probably are. You know what? Sod you. Clear off. Just get out of here. Get lost. That was silly. Let's do this. I can't dismantle it. Ow. Why can I not dismantle it? Okay, now I can. Maybe you can't dismantle a locomotive when it's moving. Who knows? That appears to be the case anyway. I have this feeling that I'm probably going to get run over if I stand here. Oh, here comes a coal train. Excellent. I was just being impatient then, it turns out. So it's going to rocket past like that. I just did try picking up a moving locomotive. It didn't go so well. I don't know. Oh, yes, I do. So what I could do here is put in a big loop at this point for a turning around point at this end. But it can turn around down there. It'll be fine. I said it can turn around down there. It'll be fine. Where's it going? Maybe it can't turn around down there. Maybe it's not fine. Nope, it's gone all the way down to the... Where are you going? Okay. The coal for steel train appears to be going via the plastic mine over here. So that's fun. Okay, so I definitely need a turning roundy system over here somewhere. And it needs to be... Yeah, one end of it at least needs to be coming out here. So let's put some more of this coming out this. Oh, how's this gonna? This is gonna look awful with the three-dimensionality of it. Right. Well, it needs to be before this station. Now, how big is this piece? This piece of track is quite big. I'm tempted to try and shuffle this up a little bit. Yeah, let's do that. But let's wait for the train to come... No, let's not wait for the train to come back. Let's try and do this quickly. The train's probably going to throw a wobbly now, but never mind. So put that from there to, well, hopefully here. Let's see if that's overly ambitious. Let's see if I get run over by a high-speed train that absolutely hate that's just going to take me out. Alright, so now can I... No, the train isn't coming. So if I remove this, can I now put in a piece of rail going from... I said a piece of rail. Rail. That's the foundation. Rail. Give me the rail. Thank you. From here, can we now go to wherever it was that I put that snapping point? Yes, I can. Excellent. So we'll do that. And that means I can now have another piece of foundation. In fact, that foundation's in almost the right place, I think. Oh no, I ran out of fuel. Ah! Ow. Time to eat some nuts, I think. No, you're doing that. I was being obviously being a little bit too cocky with the jetpack there. Let's try and recover before I do try and do any, too much more flying. There we go. Holster the nuts. That sounds weird, but sure. Right. I'm quite glad that you can apparently have one infinite distance fall before you die. Ooh, I must remember to pick up that power slug as well. Up, 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 up. There we go. Anything coming? No. Cross the rails. Hup. I have to admit, I'm kind of curious as to where that that coal train has got to. Let's have a quick look. Okay, it's on its way back now. So it's got out. It got all the way out to plastic, turned around, has come back, and is now on its way over here. So that's, you know, not too bad. Right. So from here, I want to have a turny round. Oh, I can't have a turny roundy because it's too close to another. That's another. You can't have a sort of an X-shaped points thing in the rail. Can I knock that out and turn it into two? No, I don't know. I want to have a piece of rail coming out from there, from the same place, coming over to over here, but I can't. It won't let me. So I am just going to have to go back with plan n minus however many I'm on at the moment, and have it have some sort of weird thing like this. So we'll bring you across to here. And then from there across to here. As you probably noticed, the coal train has now arrived. It's that's working nicely. And then over here, I'm going to need some more going across. Honk to you two. Because I have possibly not set that station to be an unloading station. Let's go over and check that in a moment. Oh, come on. I just want to... Fine, you can come to here first. Then go over here and be a 90... Actually, that said, it doesn't even need to be a 90-degree turn. What am I doing? Get that, bring it over to here, and just snap it in wherever you can. I don't really care where it goes. Except I can't do that because I've got switches in the way. Right, so do that instead. Little piece of rail in like this. Just make it as short as I realistically can. Then a piece from there to there. Then a piece from there to there. And then stop standing in the middle of the rail. I think that's now done. Let's get up onto the top of this building and have a look down on what I've created and weep because it'll be horrendous. Right. Okay. No, that's okay. So the train, when it wants to stop here, can come thundering down this line, go in here, loop round, and then come into the station. If it wants to go into the other station, it can go whichever way around the loop it wants to go. Yeah, that all seems to be okay now. The other thing needed to check though, is it the state? No, it's these things, isn't it? I need to configure you to be an unloading platform like that, and then we should get some iron over here. No, we should get some coal over here. Sorry, the coal train is still over there. Can I tell it to do things from here? No, I can't. That'd be far too convenient. I should probably go and salvage that at some point. Okay, so I think that's probably all right. Now, can I do anything with oh, why am I going over here? I want to go over here. Can I do anything with a train timetable? Yeah, I was just thinking, Tristan. Can I come over here and go, hey you, train timetables? Oh, I can see them both from here. Okay, so I want you to go to I want to edit the timetable. I want you to go to coal pickup, and I want you to do a load, and wait for 0 seconds. And it's still just sitting there. Maybe it's not doing a load. Maybe it has funny ideas about what a load is. I don't know. Can I tell it to go to coal drop? No. Did I not save changes? Coal pickup. Yeah, it seems to say they seem to be saved. Oh, it's on its way now anyway. So let's not. I won't worry about that too much. Oh, okay. There it is. There it is. See it through the trees. Let's get somewhere slightly safer. Because I haven't been run over by a train in Satisfactory yet, but I suspect it is a thing that might happen. Hello, coal train. I shall call you Robbie for obvious reasons. Pulls in here. Industry happens. Yoink. I'm impressed by the level of graphical detail that went into the grabby claw thing there. That's quite good. Boop. So how much have I now got? I'm not aware of loads of coal. I'm not aware of YouTube chat being broken. I think it might censor links sometimes. I'm not quite sure. I have to admit I'm not really 100% sure of exactly what and how and why YouTube does whatever it is YouTube does. So I've not deliberately censored anything. Not even Tristan. I mean, I've not deliberately censored anything, but if it is possible that something might have got blocked for, I don't know, YouTube-y reasons. Right, so we now have a nice steady flood of coal going down the belts over there. So you can see it's being eaten up slowly by... Oh, and there, out comes the steel. Excellent. That all seems to be working. That belt seems to be going underground a little bit, which is a shame, but there's only so much you can help these things. Right. Steel yourself. We've got a new metal. A new supply of metal, rather, because we already had steel. Right, I'm going to drop down there. And Tristan is one of the moderators, so if something had been blocked by YouTube, he might see it. I don't know. It's hard to know. No, not that one. Not that button. No, not that button either. Just grab some of these as they go past. There we go. I can start making pipes out of them. I think I'm going to do another vacuum tube thing to take me up there, because the number of times I've been down here and gone, basically I want to have everywhere where there is a massive drop to a station, or a station massively high up like that, then I think I need to put in a hypertube to get up there. Swing that round to about here, I guess, and then I don't need another hypertube entrance, but I do need some hypertube, and this requires lots and lots of Steel pipes. Right, that was roughly what I was expecting to happen. So if I come down here now, I can drop in a production. I can drop in a... Which one is it? Craft bench? Yes, craft bench. It sounds like, yeah, it sounds like it's a YouTube bug or something like that. Then I'm afraid we'll just have to hope for the best and pretend it never happened or something like that. Right, it's 23 pipes. Is that going to be enough to make another? Oh, I'll put that in right underneath the bell. For goodness sake, Laurence, don't do that. Don't put that there. We'll put the hypertube entrance here instead, where it doesn't look, where it won't look awful. So that's the transport thing. So we want a hypertube entrance like this, and then the actual hypertube itself. No, not support, not stackable support. Hypertube. Yes, you go from there, shoot, up to somewhere up there. Oh, I'm still short of pipes. All right, I need more steel. More. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. I feel like I probably need more smelters because this doesn't seem... I don't know. Is this a lot of steel? It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, YouTube is a little bit... YouTube does tend to have does tend to be a lot more delayed than Twitch. I think a lot of that is, as I said in the past, down to what it was originally intended for. But I've not been aware of it blocking messages before, so that's a bit strange. Especially as, yeah, I don't know. As I say, since back sort of probably about a year, maybe 2 years ago, I did have quite a lot of trouble with spam messages, which is why there is slow mode on YouTube these days. So you can't send a message more than every 3 seconds, because a message no more than every 3 seconds is absolutely fine for any real person, but it stops the sort of the spam bots that were pasting a link in sort of multiple times in a couple of seconds. But whilst not affecting sort of, you know, real people, as I say. Are you full? No. But there's no sort of, as far as I'm aware, there's no other actual full-on censorship happening on the channel. Can I make a freight car? I can. Excellent. Shoop. Whee! Yeah, that's a lot easier than messing around with the jetpack trying to get up here. All right, so this is the coal drop station. I don't want to mess around with this one for now. I want to come over here, try and squeeze in the train over here. Yeah, I mean, I know tree law is taken very, very seriously, but I don't think it's taken very seriously. I don't think it's taken that seriously by YouTube. So, oh, okay. Well, it let Tristan say murder. So I don't know. I've seen a lot of people censoring a lot of words that I feel shouldn't need censoring on the internet. I don't know how much of that is because they just want to do it for their own sensibilities or lack thereof, and how much of it is because they feel like they have to. I don't know, I'm afraid. Right, we need to set this train up. So I want you to go to steel pickup. I said I want you to go to steel pickup, and I want you to go to steel drop. And when you're at steel pickup, I want you to one load or unload is going to be completed and wait for 0 seconds. And then I want you to go to steel drop and wait there until you are completely empty. And 0 seconds. Save. Save. Self-driving. Escape. Right, so it's... Oh, it is actually loading it up. Awesome. You know what? I think I'm just going to get in this train and go for a ride. I don't think we're going to get very much steel this time, because we haven't been building it for very long. And, okay, it's making per second, but I feel like it's not producing enormous quantities. But we'll see. We'll take this over to the other area, and hopefully we'll now actually start being able to make one of the other things. Yeah, I do need to, as you say, I need to come through and murder all of these trees. In fact, let's do that. While I'm here. Yeah, it might be that it detects when you're using when you're using words like murder as an imperative or something. Who knows? YouTube does all kinds of funny things. I wouldn't like to guess, really, to be honest. I'm not aware of tree being a slur for anything in particular. I mean, on Reddit it's slang for a certain drug, and I don't know. Actually, I don't know how strict YouTube is about drug references either. So probably should be careful there. Are there any more along there? No, there's no more trees along there that are problematic. I don't think. So we don't need a final solution for those particular trees. Out. If I run along here, I'm just going to get clobbered by a train, aren't I? That tree's a problem. It's also one of the weird, sort of slightly spider trees. Chomp. There we go. Alright, can I see any more problem trees? Whoop. I found a drop. It doesn't look too bad along there. I do like the little honks the trains make before they start moving. It's very friendly. Unlike the Factorio ones, which are just out to get you. Give me some nuts. Nom nom nom. Oh, the massive hole in the ground I have to get over. This is going to be problematic. I don't know how to get back up there. Actually, I might be able to do some jetpack assisted climbing over here. Jetpack assisted parkour. Parkour! Does it count as parkour if you're using a jetpack, or is that considered cheating? Alright, this is where some of the problem trees are. So let's get the chainsaw back out again. Oh, we've lost Alexander because he said too many naughty words, did he? Oh dear. That's unfortunate. Advocating for horrible demise of various forms of life. Oh, come on, run! There we go. Are you testing what YouTube will and won't allow you to say? If so, I fully encourage that sort of testing behavior. That sort of testing behavior. It seems like a good idea. Right. Hopefully, the steel will just magically appear in my factory. I think this is the steel drop-off station over here. It is. And there is precisely no steel in here. Oh, nope. There we go. So why did the train leave? Oh, I was going to say, why did the train leave if it was set to wait until it was loaded? But here it comes again for another go. Yeah, because the train was set to wait until it was fully loaded or unloaded, and this station wasn't going to unload it. It was trying to load it, but it didn't have anything to load it with. Let's not stand here, because even if it's not technically going to crush me, it still feels wrong. How much steel have you got? You won't tell me because you're mid unloading. Fair enough. So technically, I suppose the wagon has no steel because it's all in that box. Let's find out when it gets dropped in here. Fair enough. Yeah, I can see not wanting to taunt the system to that sort of level. Why can I not? There we go. E. Okay, that is a quantity of steel has been delivered, so that's not too bad. Now, if I come back up here, we can now start to feed the steel in here. In fact, we are starting to feed the steel in here. This machine has gone green because it started working. It's making pipes or whatever it was that we needed for over here. Maybe it might have been plates or whatever the things are called. No, it's pipes. So those are flying out now. This machine should now be able to kick in. Emphasis on should, because it doesn't seem to have done so yet. Oh, it needs 3. Fair enough. Are you making enough to keep this machine happy? Both these machines happy? You probably are, actually. Yeah, I guess so. No, you're not. I thought I mathsed this fairly carefully. I thought I mathsed this carefully. We should have this machine over here. It's easily got enough steel coming in, and we're producing 20 per minute, 2 at a time. So every 6 seconds it should spit out 2 pipes, one of which should go either way. Then over here we need 15 pipes per minute, 3 at a time. Okay, it seems to have caught up now. Alright. I was just being a little bit impatient at the beginning, by the looks of it. No, it stopped again. So you need 50... Oh, this needs 15 per minute, and this is producing 20 per minute. Maybe it's because the things that are being made by this aren't needed at quite the full rate. Yeah, I think so. I think it might be that, yes, downstream we don't need the full output of both of these machines. So that one machine producing pipes at the speed that these two will run at with one machine producing the pipes should be okay, probably. We'll find out. So if I fly over here, you can see everything started running over here now. So if we look down here, we can see that we've got 2 stators in there, and it takes 1 for each build. It does. Yeah, so that seems to be all right now. We are now making automated wirings. Yay! After all that, 3 weeks of work. 3 weeks of work. So the first week I was setting up some of the machinery around here. Second week I started setting up the railway system, and this week I've actually put in the mines and everything and got it actually working. So now, 3 weeks later, we are now starting to produce one of the 4 ingredients that goes into an adaptive control unit. Good. I mean, this explains why during the entire stream we seem to have made about 2 of them in the old factory. They are complex, it seems. So, next step is going to be to make either the I'll look it up in a place where you can see what I'm doing as well. So if we look in parts, scroll to the bottom, we can look at the adaptive control unit. So I've got these being made now, and I believe, at sufficient speed that I'll be able to make one of these every 2 minutes. Actually, I'm not sure. Actually, it might be 2 of these every 2 minutes. I can't remember I can't remember how I mathsed this together. So next thing is going to either be the circuit boards or the computers. Now, circuit boards are, well, they need plastic, so do computers. So I might leave, and computers need circuit boards as well. So I might leave those for a little bit longer because this one needs concrete. Okay. Joy. All right, where's my nearest patch of limestone? Okay, there's limestone right there. So let's bring that in as well. And then I can put in a station later if I decide I want more of it. But for the time being, I'm going to stick with the 3 stations I've got, of which 1 is currently in use. I will need to put in a 4th station over there for the plastic, actually. So we will definitely be having a 4th station that I'll put in over there for the plastic to come into, and then maybe eventually a 5th station for concrete, but hopefully not for a good while. I think what I might do is have another floor. So I'll make the adaptive control units in this area, but I'll do the various different components for it on multiple floors, so it's vertically integrated, and then all of the parts for it can come down to a machine over here, perhaps, that will do the final assembly of those things. And then I can run the belt round from here and over to here to a warehouse over on this side where I can take them from. Okay, Tristan, well, thank you for joining. 10 o'clock, blimey, you must be tired. But fair enough, I'll catch you next time then. Or catch you on Friday, in fact, and, on Discord and all that sort of stuff. So over here, let's put in some walls and build up another floor. So we'll start from. Right, we've got the bus system is trying to happen here in this section. So we'll put the wall up here, and we'll go up about that high, and then go. Is that high enough to clear all of the buildings? I think it is. Let's land on it and have a look. Can I land on it? Yes. And when I say can I land on it, I don't mean is it possible to land on a wall. I mean specifically, can I land on a wall? It's kind of hard to tell actually whether those are sticking up further than this wall or not. No, I think that's fine. Let's land on here because it's bigger and easier. There we go. So now let's try and put some more. Let's put some more foundation. So I'll grab that. You go from there, zoop, all the way over there. And now we have a foundation for our foundation. So we'll send some more over like that, and like that. And like that. And you know what? Let's do another piece as well. And let's see where this has ended up compared to all the rest of it. Because it would be quite nice to run another wall down this side, just for sort of the sakes of completeness and neatness and stuff. Yeah, this looks fine. So let's put in an additional wall here. And I'll do the same over here as well. So now it looks like we have a nice sort of building thing set up. I'd like to put in another one over here as well, but I can't get there. I can't reach there from where I was standing, sorry. That's what I actually meant. So do that. I don't want to have too much wall around here because that would make it difficult to get between floors. But I think this is suitable. So now up here, I need to start thinking about the heavy assemblies, heavy frames. Sorry, I believe that's the thing I want. Which means modular frames, and then upgrade the heavy modular frames. So that means I need steel to make pipes. In fact, to make how fast do I need to make these? That's my first question. One I've put. Let me try and work out my logic for this. So if we look at the adaptive control unit again, so we need two of these per build, and I'm doing one build per minute. So I need two. So I need one of these per minute because I'm running at half the speed. So we need to have one of those, and they're produced at a rate of 2 per minute. So I only actually need half a machine running here. So half of all of these inputs in order to get my my one of these every other minute. Yeah, that feels. No, wait, what? I confused myself. Let's try that again. So we need one of these per minute. Yes, that's okay. One per minute. So I need all of this input. So and the machine runs at 2 per minute. So I need one machine, but I need one of each of. I need this every minute. So I'm going to write this down because otherwise I will forget it all, and I will spend all my time staring at this, reopening the whatever this thing, the codex, and trying to find stuff. So that means the heavy frame is 5 times mod frame, 15 times steel pipe, 5 times conch, and 100 screws. Jeez. Right. Okay. Now the screws are relatively straightforward. I've got a design for making these. I just need to make sure I'm making them fast enough. And that makes. So it says 40. This is what I always wonder about these things. It says 1. Does that mean it runs at a? Well, let's look at it. It says it does 40 per minute, but does it mean it does 40 of this per minute, or does it mean it does 40 screws per minute? This is where I struggle with this game a little bit. Anyway, let's look at the modular frame for a moment. So that's reinforced plates and 3 reinforced plates. And 12 bars. What are they actually called? Rods, probably. Rods. And the reinforced plates are I haven't done the numbers here. Iron plates and screws. 6 iron plate, 12 screws. Okay. Okay, Alexander. Well, thanks for joining, and I'll keep beating my head against this this particular bit of the build, because this is where I start having to think about maths, and that makes it difficult. So I'm going to struggle a little bit. So let's go back to the heavy frames again. Heavy modular frames requires 5 normal frames. So I need to make 5 of these per minute. That means I need. Yeah, so again, let's put down an assembler and look at it, because I think the actual machines phrase things in a slightly more helpfully. So I put you down there, and I say I want you to make modular frames. Then I still don't know actually. It says 2 per minute. I'm going to guess that means it uses. So one minute. Yeah, I'm going to assume that means it outputs two of these per minute. So pick that back up again. So I need 5. Yeah, 5 of these per minute. One machine produces 1 of them, so I'm going to need three machines to produce those. And so that means I'm going to need, I'm going to need 5 of these, but that's enough. That's to produce 2. So let's just triple these numbers. I'm going to need 9 reinforced plates and 36 rods. So that means 18 iron. Well, so I need to make 9. So I need to make 9 of these per minute. So that's 2 machines making these. And for them to run it flat out, I'm going to need 60 iron plates. No, that's wrong. But they made it 20 per minute, so I'm going to need 3 machines doing that. And screws, I'm going to need what is this? It's up over 10, so we need 120. So that's 3 machines making those. And then I think it's 1 machine making rods for each machine making screws. So that's not too. That's a ratio I've already discovered. So that's not too bad. Okay, so that's all of that stuff. The 12 rods of back to the modular frame. So we need 12 of these rods. We need 36 of those, and that's made from a machine at 15 per minute. So I reckon I need two machines making those. I don't think I need to go all the way up to the full 36 because there was some rounding going on earlier. Okay, so I need 3 machines making the making the modular frames. I need 2 machines making rods for that. I need 2 machines making the reinforced plates, with 3 machines making screws for those, and 3 more machines making rods to make the screws. And I need 3 machines making iron plates in order to make the reinforced plates as well. So that's going to get to the modular frames. So the longest chain in there is rod, screw, plate, frame. So let's do that first. So that's 3. Okay, I think I've got my head round the first bit of this. Start over here somewhere. Where's the iron? Oh, iron's all the way down. No, wait, that's steel. Oh, this is iron on the top. Okay, that's fine. So I'll put my first machine. My first machine can go in about here to grab iron out of this. So that's a constructor machine. In fact, actually, first things first, I'm going to build some organization. I'm going to build a lookout tower to put here on the edge, so I can scamper up there and I can see what I can build from above rather than building in my face. If I can see what's going on, then things should be a little bit easier. So I want one of these, and I want to put it down here. I want it to go. I want to stand on the edge so I can see down better. This is almost like playing Factorio at this angle. Right, so I can put one of these here, and I wanted 3 of these machines making rods. So 1, 2, 3. Are those minimum distance apart? Yes, I think they are. And then I need another 2 making rods. So you know what, let's just stick them in next to these ones. So that's all of my rods being made. The first ones then need to be made into screws. So let's put that. Another 1, 2. And I've run out of reinforced iron plates. Which is one of the things I'm trying to build over here. But, you know, it'd be... So there's a slight irony in that. But, oh well. Alright. So let's... You know what? Actually, let's just start trying to make some iron plates over here. Let's start trying to make some reinforced iron plates over here. See how far I get. So you're a splitter, yes you are. So I want to line you up with me. Put 1 there. 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 And also there. Right, so that's going to be all of my all the steel coming in for the rods along here. So let's next thing is going to be putting in the elevator. So I might as well use the Mark 1s for this, I think. Can I snap you straight onto there? I can. And then I need to drop down and try and get this at the right height to feed into here, which is probably going to be about there. If that seems alright. And continue this along here, like that. Nice. Oh, ah. Help. No, not down there. Get on top. There we go. Right, so you go there, up. Oh, that's right. And then... Right, let's fall down the hole. Right, and then belts along here can just be fed in like this. Whoop. There we go. And now, yeah, so now we have a supply of iron going to the machines, if not quite into them. So all of these are going to, I think, be making the rods. Actually, no, I want to make the reinforced plate. So it'll be 3 machines making rods to feed into screws, and then 3 making iron plates. Okay, so that and that. 1, 2, 3 on the rods, and then it should be 3 on the plates, but I've only put down another 2. So 1, 2, and then as I say, we've got 3 machines along here making the making the screws. Sorry, making the 3 machines along here to make the screws, and then we can make the iron plates out of them. Now I think I've now practically got everything I need to start making the reinforced iron plates up here myself. So let's do a bit of that. Let's do a little bit of sort of sneaky what's names, and we'll try and find some power first. So there's a power line down all the way over there. Okay, well that's fine. We can bring that up to here. And then from here we can run power to you, and you, and you. And now we're up to 5, so let's put in another power pylon over here somewhere. Like that. Like I say, I have a lot less respect for the sanctity of not getting stuff tangled up in itself when it's power related, because, well, there's only so much sanity I have. What have I done here? Yee, I've fallen off. But other than that, what have I done here? Right. You. To there. You to... Have I connected all these? Have these all got power? I honestly can't... No, they've got red lights on some of them. Why are you red? You've not got power. Right, so why can I not connect you? Have I not... What? Something silly has happened along here. Let's remove this power pole and start again. Oh, I've connected these two together. Right, okay, that's what happened. Let's try that again with a bit less fail this time. So you put a pylon in somewhere a bit closer to this machine so it doesn't get quite as confused this time. There we go. Now I can run power from there to here and from there to here and to here. It occurs to me I'm not actually going to be able to make the reinforced plates because it's going to require a more advanced machine than I've got here. However, actually, well, maybe I can. Run that through there. You are making screws. And so if I now over here, if I put down a production, if I want to have a craft bench, because I'm going to need to make a load of stuff in my pockets at this point, I think. Or at least not in my pockets, but you know. So I can now come along here and, yeah, I can grab the screws out of there. Once that's run a bit further, I can then hopefully make some more reinforced iron plates. Although, to be honest, I think it would be quicker. The number of these I'm going to need, it'd be a lot quicker just to go back to the base and get them from there. Especially as I have a vacuum tube to take me over there. So it's not going to be a particularly long journey. Because I can just come along here and shoop in here. Zoom back over like this. Zoom, I tell you. And then I just need to get up onto the first floor over here, because I think over here somewhere I have a warehouse full of reinforced iron plates. Is it you? No, you're just full of iron plates, which I don't actually have many of. Let's take a couple of stacks of those, and then head over to here. I think it must be this one then that's making the... Nope, that's making the reinforced concrete. Somewhere around here, there is a box that's just filling up with... Oh, it's that one. There we go. Pick up all of that. I don't care about all these hog remains. I don't know. Get rid of them whole hog. Same with the petals. And at least some of the wood. And certainly all of the leaves. Those are worthless. Okay, I feel like I should be picking up more stuff, but at this point I'm not quite sure what I'm going to need. So, you know what? Let's clear the shopping list. Is there a clear list? There is a clear list button. Excellent. And then over here, let's say, well, I'm going to. Let's think about this sensibly. So I'm going to looking at the production machines. I'm going to need. So I put down those 3 rod machines. I'm going to need 2 more for screws. I'm going to need. 1 more for plates, and then 2 more for rods, and then I'm going to need 2 of the assemblers to make the reinforced plates, and I'm going to need 3 to make the medium frames, and then I'm going to need a manufacturer to make the heavy frame, but that's still some way out. I haven't thought about all the other things I'm going to need yet. Like making 15 steel pipes and all that other stuff. So let's put in another 5 of these, and another 5 of these, and another 4 of these, and that'll get me at least some of the way there. So, right, there's a load of stuff that I'm going to need for this. So let's go shopping. Right, actually, no, that's not too bad. Most of this stuff, I think, is fairly easy and actually available. So motors are all the way over here somewhere. There they are, motors. Let's just take a stack. There's no point in not taking a stack of anything I need some of, I don't think. Cable is downstairs. Heavy modular frames are up here somewhere. That's the normal modular frames over there. Where are the heavies? There are the... No, those are the regulars. It must be this machine that makes them, I think. Yes, there they are, all the way up here. So it is this machine that makes them. So I can have... Well, I can't have any out of it, but I can... Oh, because it's going into a warehouse. Fine. I can take 35 from there, and that is as many as I apparently need. I need cable... Then I need cable and plastic. Plastic is comes in over here, and cable is more or less below me at the moment, I think. Oh, hang on, no, I'm on the ground floor. Cable is around here somewhere then. This is just wire. This one therefore might be... Nope, it's not this one. Some of these trees need to go as well, but unfortunately I can't get to where they're... Oh, that's cable. Unfortunately I can't get to where they're being produced because it's underneath. I think this is cable. It's underneath the floor, and so I can't get down there anymore. And the trees respawned after a an update, which is very unfortunate. Plastic. Here we go. 200 plastic. Right, that is everything. That might... I mean, it's probably not going to be everything I need, but it's a pretty good start. So if I come down here now, I can drop back into this tube. Hurtle across the landscape. Hurtle, I tells you. Massive, massive speed. And that'll take me up onto the second floor. And then from there I can fly. I can jetpack up to the third floor because the gap between the second and third floor is relatively small because it only needs to fit in assembly machines, not stations. So I can now buzz back up here. Now I've got some machines to stand on. I can now put in some more of these. The other way around, please. Like that. 2. So that's my 3 screwing buildings. Then what was it? It was. So that's my screws. Then 3 machines making iron plate. I've got 2. So putting a third one along here, like that. Then another 2 making rods. Like that. And then 2 of the next tier up of assemblers, in fact, over here somewhere. So these need to take in the screws from these machines and the iron plates from these machines. So the question is, where do I put them? I think the obvious answer is, well, it's in line with these machines somewhere, somehow. I think probably sort of here. With enough of a gap to do some shenanigans with belt elevators. So probably about there. And put the other one next to it like that. Oh, I'm going to need to do a lot of shenanigans with belts in here because I'm going to need to merge all these and then split them off again. So I might need to leave a... Yeah, I need to leave a bit more space than that, which means I need to create a bit more space than that, which means I need to put down some more foundation. Like that. And you know what? Let's not cram myself into a corner because that just ends in tears. So we'll create a bit more space like that, and then pull these back up again. And I'm gonna leave them with a bit more gap, should we say? So I want to line up with that, with the end of there because I might as well. So line up there. And then I want to... This is much easier. I don't know why I didn't start doing this sooner. Right, move that over to there. And that, I think, is going to be enough room. In fact, you know what? Stop being an idiot, Laurence. Put in a merger here. That feeds out that way. And then a splitter directly after it. And now, you know how much space you need. And also, you can come along and do the belts. Well, that probably doesn't need to be a Mark III. Put that one in so you don't forget. Now you know how much space you've needed, so you can come along and you can put in your assembler machines like this, and you know where they need to go. So it's like there. Is that sensible? Is that lined up nicely with stuff? Not very. There we go, that's lined up there. And yeah, there's room for the stuff to come out of the side of here and go into this one. And then we can have it, in fact I can move it one more this way. There's still, let's put it there. There's room for it to come out of this splitter and go into here. And there's going to be, and still have room for the for a belt to drop in from above for the other things. So that should be fine. Let's just check that because I am paranoid. Yeah, that's happy. And then I want another one of these lined up with that one, obviously, so that it doesn't look awful. Like that. And then, well, okay, so that's overlapping by one square. So I move this to there, then that's in the same. That's symmetrical around the splitter, so that's quite nice. I can run that into there like that. And over here, I just need to link all of these up like this. I feel like tier 2 belts here is massive overkill, but never mind. When I start to run out of resources, I can come back and sort that out. Okay, so that's all of my screws sorted now. I think we don't. Oh, yeah. I don't have power over here though. That would be useful. So how are you holding up for power? You're at 4 or 7, so 5, 6, 7. Oh, and you need to be told what to do. That's fair. So I want you to make reinforced plates, and I want copy, paste. Right. So that's my reinforced plate making machines. So over here we then needed how many machines making? 3 machines making making iron plates. So you are hopefully, yes, you're making iron plates. So are you. So are you. And then I can basically do this again. So I'll put in a merger over here like this. Pointing that way, good, like that. Feed that in there, 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 and then, well, I want to put in some splitters high up in the air, and the game doesn't really let you do that very easily. So what I actually it sort of does. Actually, yes, it does. What I want to do then is I want to put in my conveyor lift like this. It only needs to go up about that high. The belts just need to clear other belty things around here, and have that come up like that and point this way. There we go. And then I can hat that one with a splitter. So I'd like to hat that one with a splitter. Oh yes, you put them there, don't you? With the input in that direction. Then I can belt from there to there. Belt. Oh, and then another elevator there. Let's make this a tier 3, just because I'm not quite sure quite what I've lost track of what the throughput on these things is going to be, and steel is cheap, so I don't really care. Right, and that is my iron. That's my iron plates. Oh, there's a couple of machines over. Why are you just powerless? Yes, you are. Okay, so we'll need to put in another. Oh, that's at 7. Damn it. Remove that power line and connect that to a drop in a power pole pylon over here. Yes, there we go. Then that can connect to. That can connect to there. There we go. That can connect to there, and to there, and to there. And now it would be time to sort of go off somewhere else with the next ones. So right now we should have. Oh, I haven't put the inputs in. That would also be useful. Okay, you've got a splitter in about the right place. That's interesting. No, not yet. That. No, not a power line. Just stop standing in the power line. There we go. Bring that up over here. I can't see the height of this thing, so I'm just going to drop down and try and get it in the right place. Yep, there we go. I also need another conveyor splitter in line with each of these machines. Yep. So like that, I guess. And over here, and a final one here. I say final, there's going to be more stuff, I know, but for now, final for nowish. Alright, now we drop down to the conveyor lifts. We don't need Mark 3s. Mark 1s will be fine. So put one into there, one to there, and then it's just belts. Why are you not linking? Go from here into here. Why? Why? I've done this all the way along here. Why are you suddenly being difficult? Whoa, I've fallen off. This has worked on all these other machines. Why is it now a problem? Belt. Belt. Okay, that one works. Belt. No belt. Oh, it's slightly out. It's not quite in. It's out of whack. It's not. There is insufficient whack. Okay, let's try again then. So, from the. So I want to put that there. I need it to line. Okay, oh, that belt isn't orthogonal, isn't parallel to these things. That's probably the issue. Yeah, so there isn't quite the... Somehow, despite all my efforts, this belt is not parallel to everything else. So I guess I'm going to have to delete that belt. And then I'm going to put in some more conveyor splitters here, like that. Was it 2? I don't know. And stack them like that. Yeah, that should... Yeah, that's now not in quite the right place. Oh, well. Let's see if this works. So 7, conveyor lift mark 1 to here, and same for you. And then can I belt from there? No, I can't. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to have to move these two machines 1 square forwards, which is really annoying because it's going to mess up the entire aesthetic of the system. However, on the other hand, it's going to fit, so I'm only slightly annoyed. I could be significantly more annoyed with it. At least there's room, is basically what I'm trying to say. I want you to be that way round. I want you to be lined up with this. Lock you there, and then move you 1 square that way because for stupid reasons. So put that in there, and now we've lost the elevator over here because it was in the wrong. It put it in wrongly. We'll put you from there to there. And now I can run a belt into there. That works fine, good. And then another constructor along here, lined up with that one. That'd be great. Should be in a suitable place. Let's find out. Yes, that seems to have worked. Excellent. Now I can finish off the power over here as well. So you need power again, even though you had it before, because I've had to rebuild you. And I've completely lost track of what's going on over here. Oh yes, these two are the ones that are making the rods. Yes, I remember. So I want you to make iron rod and iron rod. Oh yeah, it would help if I put the belts back in along the top here, wouldn't it? So we need... we need to not fall off. I need a Mark III belt because this is the main bus system. I have cables in my face. Right, fine, I'll drop down to here. I'll do it like this. What? Is this the wrong way round? Clue, yes. That one is as well, I think. Right, let's try it again. You go that way round, and so do you. Then, I can finish the belt off along here like that, and like that. And everything should now be kind of okay-ish. Except that over there where it doesn't work at all. Right. Phew, and also blimey. So we should now have iron coming in here. We should be able to make... We don't. Why do we not? What the hell? Of this... How is the iron not getting out here? What is going on? Oh, it won't have linked that back up again because... Yeah, I know why. Because I've rebuilt the bloody... I rebuilt the splitter, so of course it hasn't bothered to reconnect everything, because that'd be helpful. I'm probably going to have to redo the belt for that one as well. That one's going to be equally problematic. So over here, I want to snap you onto there and to there. Have you come from the right? No, you've come from the wrong splitter as well. I feel like this game isn't really suited to large constructions. You can do small stuff with only a little bit of faff, but then when you need something big, like this, it just gets very, very fiddly and difficult. So yes, over here we have the reinforced iron plates coming out. So I now take those and the rods that I've just started producing, and we have three machines making the modular frames. Okay, that I can do, and those are dual input machines, so it's more assemblers like this one. So I'll leave a bit of a gap. In fact, let's line up a blueprint like that and lock it. So what I want to do is bring the output of these two machines round through the gap, and then just have these in line like this, so I don't need to extend the system too much further for this bit. So I'll leave a bit of a gap like that, and then I'll have three machines along here, and then we'll split the two, and then we'll have the output of these two machines can be split amongst them. So we want 1, 2, 3, like that. And each of these is supposed to be doing so. They're all supposed to be doing the same thing, which is the modular frames. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. There we go. And I think, yes, I can put in a merger along. Merger goes here, pointing out this way, and then belt goes here. Belt goes here. Then I suppose I might as well just run this through the gap up the middle here at ground level. One of the things is going to have to be raised up, and I haven't decided which one I want to do it with yet. I think probably this one. So let's put in an elevator here. Yep, fine. And here. Yep, that's fine. And here. Yep, that's correct. And then on top of two of these, we'll put splitters. No, these are the wrong way round. These need rotating. So I'm going to put that in there and rotate it like that, and like, yeah, that's good, like that. And then I put the splitters on up here like this. So taken from that side, yeah, that's correct. And another hat on that one. There we go. And then actually, can I attach an elevator to that? I can. Can I then bring it down? Yes, nice. And rotate it that way, even better. And then remove this belt because it's in the wrong place now. Then I can add another belt along from there into there. Lovely. So that feeds them into there. We can then run a belt from there into there, and from there into there. And that will feed all of my reinforced plates into all the machines that are supposed to be taking them. Good. Over here, then, we need a merger, and it needs to point out that way. Maybe that way. Link you to there, you to there, and then you come along here. We have splitters along here then. So we put in a splitter goes. Line it up with stuff, please. Are you lining up? Yes, you are. Okay, and so I've lined you up on that one. Yeah, that's a good place to put that. Now put in another one here, lined up with both of those, and then we don't need one along here because that's going to be the end of it. So then we have the belt goes from here to here. I said to here. There we go. Then from here into this one, along from that splitter to. I'll put that in the wrong way around. be there, but with the input on that side. There we go, that's better. At least that's an easy fix, and that was entirely my own fault that it was the wrong way around, so not going to blame anything but myself there. Bring this over here this way to about, let's try and be neat, and then feed it into there with a nice 90-degree angle like that. Okay, I haven't powered these machines yet, which is why they've not kicked in, so let's do that next. So I want to bring power from there. Let's put in another pole. Oh, I don't know, where can I actually put one? I guess I can just put it here. We don't care. As I've said before, I don't really care about exactly where poles and cables and things go, because they're ridiculous enough as it is. So I'll just plug all of those in like that. Now we have modular assemblies, which is good. Modular frames, sorry. Only problem is this floor is supposed to be building heavy modular frames. So these machines here, they're making just one of the 4 things that are required in order to make the actual heavy frames. Still, I feel like that's an important step in the right direction. The rest of them aren't too bad as things go compared to what I've just done. The rest are relatively simple. We've got steel pipes, we've got reinforced concrete, and we've got screws, all of which are needed in fairly ridiculous numbers. But that's not so bad. They're at least they're relatively easy builds. So yeah, that's not so bad, as I say. Now I only want to have one machine making these, so that means I'm going to need to put in a couple of mergers along here like this. To be honest, I don't know which way I should be pointing this. Not that way. Probably that way. Yeah, because I don't know where I'm going to put the machine that's going to make the final stage. It might even go in over here somewhere. Actually, no, it probably won't. It'll probably be in over there because this was the hardest stage by a significant margin. So let's remove that again, and I'll put in another one of these. But I'll put in another one of these, but I'll point it this way. And so now I can put in the belts for this bit. So belts. That's that button. Fall off there. Sure, why not? Come out to about here, and then go over here. Right, there are my my light modular frames being made at, theoretically at least, at the rate I was expecting them to be made at. Yeah, it seems sort of faintly reasonable. So now I just need to extend all of this a load more. Over here we need more foundation, because this area I've built is not remotely large enough for the sheer number of machines I need to put in here. So there. I wish there was a 2D version of this auto build, because I find myself building up quite large areas sometimes. I've missed a square. I know. I better come back to that one in a second. I feel like at this point I might as well do the other screws, because I've started building screws. I've got a system together that works quite nicely for that. It's just sort of, it's just repeated double rows of constructing machines, but it's relatively straightforward. Now I do seem to need 100 of these for each heavy frame that's being made. So let's have a quick look at let's check the numbers again to make sure I'm not going crazy about this. Now I know I wanted to have one machine doing this, so yeah, that is 100 per minute. I need to have yeah, I think it's 100 per minute. I confused myself now. Let's check back up to the next level up. I think I was only going to make these one. I needed two. I needed 2 of these per minute. And these are made at 2 per minute, so I need I've lost the plot. I'm feeling I need 200 screws per minute, which is five pairs of machines. I think I'm just going to go for 3 and pretend it is just that 100 I need, and I thought about it correctly earlier. So let's go with that, and then see how long it takes me to regret it. No, the other way around. Just like that. That's better. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that. And then the fiddly part is going to be getting the iron in out of these systems down here. Right, I guess I'll need to put in another splitter there. So is that the right height? Yes, it does seem to be. I can then run my belt along here, like that, and then put in my splitters to line up with these machines. So I put one there, one there, and one there. I can then put in my, no, not the constructor, conveyor lifts. What are you doing? Go off that. To up here. There we go. And same there. Yes. You a bit high. That looks high. Yeah, that's too high. What's going on? Has this belt's gone uphill? Oh, I put the wrong number. I put this. What have I just dismantled? It's not the station, so I'm thankful for that. But not sure. Anyway, all this is horrible. Let's get rid of it all. All right, so this belt should have gone from here to here, and when it's at that height, hopefully things will work a little bit more sensibly. So we can put you in. I can't tell. I can't line these things up by sensibly. That goes to there and there and there. Then we put the elevators in again. Let's try this again. See if it will work. No, on there. Yeah, that's right. So that. Yep, good. 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 Now this has got rather close to this the foundation over here, which is a bit unfortunate. I don't know if I'm going to. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's an invalid shape again. So we've got to the point where. And so is that one. I've got to the point where once again the machines need to be a little bit further out, and that's really annoying. Yee, don't fall off. That's really annoying. Things just aren't quite straight along here, which is. I put at least some effort into trying to get it all straight, and it apparently just didn't work. Straight up didn't work. And I put in so many of these machines before doing any sort of testing, because that would be a bit of testing would have been a sensible idea, but I didn't do any. So let's move that let's move it 2 notches in this time and build it there and there and come on there. And the good thing is now, at least it probably means that the belts now will easily reach and fit and not cause problems, but it's still, no, from there to there, yes, there we go, and there to there, and over on this side, there, and right, all of these need to be set up, so we want these ones to make rods, rod, and screw, Okay, so that's all my screws for my for the heavy frame. So actually, that was relatively easy. So that makes me think the sensible place to put the next tier of machine is going to be here. Because I can run the belt from all of these machines round into here to do this one. All these can just go straight into the well, they can all merge together. So I'll need that to be a little bit further out actually. These can all be merged together and then run into the second input. Line it up with that, and then I can do the other two. I can do the reinforced beams and the steel pipes over there. Although actually, that said, those are going to be even smaller. Maybe I'll have both of them in sort of parallel next to each other or something like that. So yeah, there's plenty of room here for that. So let's put that in while I think of it, and then run a belt round from here because I can. There and then round the corner like that, so it looks nice and neat, and then down to here like that, and then go round into there. Done. Then along here, it's a case of putting in some mergers that come out, yeah, this way actually. That would be good. So one there, one there. Oh no, wait. That was the final one. I really wish you could rotate mergers and splitters after you place them. That would allow me to fix so many of my mistakes so much more easily. Oh. Pfft. And I wish things would snap to the right things as well. That'd be a bonus. So there we go. I've got a green line going. I've got a green line going off that way. It's pointing. Is that right? Yeah, it's got it right this time. Good. So I can run that in. So I can run that into there. There we go. I can run that into from there. And I can run that one into there. Okay, so that is now going to be the first two things that we need for this, which is, so that's oh, and I need a belt over here as well. Well, that wasn't quite the shape I was going for, but it'll do. These two are going to, well, at least one of these is going to drop in from an elevator, so we shouldn't have any trouble getting in here. Actually, this one could probably be brought in fairly nearby, fairly narrowly. Also with a ground level belt. This one is going to require an elevator, but I'll worry about that in a moment. So, okay, I programmed all of you guys, but I haven't given you power, so that's fair enough. Can I run? Yes, I can run one from over there. Let's drop a pylon in, just slap bang in the middle here. That seems like a sensible place to put it. And then I can wire it to there, and to there, and to there, and to there. And how are we doing? 5 out of 7. So if I do the other two, I'll have used them all up. So let's put one of them over to there, to that machine. And then the final one can come over to putting in another pylon down here, like that. And then that can be hooked up to this machine and to this machine. There we go. Now everything's got power. We should very soon have a steady stream of screws coming out of it. Yes, I did program these up. Okay, and they've tried to go into this machine and they've stopped because the machine doesn't know what it's doing yet. That's fair enough, but I wanted to make heavy modular frames. Okay, halfway there. And in fact, that's the bigger half as well, I believe. So I also need 15, was it 15 steel pipes per minute? Let's just check that quickly. Heavy modular frame is U. Yeah, 15 steel pipes per minute. And they're made at 20 per minute, so I actually only need one machine to make those. And then I also need 5 of these per minute, and that's made at 6 per minute. So I only need one machine to make those as well. Oh, but I do need to have made the steel beams first. So that's fine. Okay, Mark. To be honest, I'm not going to carry on much longer because, well, I think I'll put in the system to make the pipes because that's going to be easy. In fact, that was literally one machine, wasn't it? So that's trivial. And now, I might put in the machines for the concrete, but there's going to be a shortage of there's going to be a difficulty of going to get the concrete. So I think I probably won't add that in at this point. So, but anyway, this is going to be one of the this is going to be making steel pipes, which is just made from steel, so that's easy. TM. I know, famous last words. I would like to. Okay, I guess what I'll do is I'll put in another of the splitters way down here. Whoop. And flip it around like that. Then I can do a belt from there to there. And also more of these. Oh, no, there we go. And now I can put it. That allows me to put in the middle and the top belts. Yes, there we go. And that's going to mean I've got all my supplies that little bit further down the bus. So let's float back up to the top here, and then play which one is steel. I honestly can't tell. Oh, it's that one down there, the darker one. Back over to here again then, and I should be able to put in another splitter on, basically on that belt as close in as I can. So yeah, that'll do. Then I can put in an elevator from there. This is a slightly longer elevator because it's going to come up to here and rotate the point that way. Belt goes in, and we find out I can't line things up. God damn it. This is the problem I'm having with this game. It's just lining things up is such a pain in the what's name. Oh, it's more because there just straight up isn't room here. Okay, let's move the let's put that one in there then, and run that up from here to here, and then move the assembly machine over to be in line with it. Put it in the obvious place. Right, and are you now lined up with that? Yes, you are. Okay, so put that in, and then I can chuck the belt across there, and now we have steel available here, and we're going to be making pipes out of it, as I said. And you can get power from there, because it's only at 4 now. And that's my steel pipes, and that was actually really easy. So we can now run a belt from here out to about here, and then run it over this way into here. That was right. You are steel pipes, aren't you? Yes, you are. Okay. So that is now very nearly it. The only thing left to do now is get the concrete in. Well, the only thing left to do for the heavy frames is to get the concrete into here. And now I don't have a supply of concrete on my bus at the moment, so that's going to be the next thing to do. Is going to be to put another pair of splitters on top of there and on the other end, and feed concrete in from somewhere. Now, as we discovered earlier, there is a limestone patch quite nearby. 100 meters away that way, in fact. So I think that's probably going to be where it comes from, because that's going to, again, is going to be easy. So I might as well make things easy on myself. I don't. Oh, it's actually underneath the platforms, I think. Yes, it is more or less directly underneath me here. Okay. So I'll mine some. Oh, you can just about make it out down there. So I'll mine that up, cook it down there into concrete, and then bring it up over onto the bus system up here. And hopefully we won't need a huge amount of it. If we do, I'll put in a train station for it later, because one thing at a time, basically. So yeah, we'll get that brought up again. Put it onto here. What I'll probably do is have a belt come up the back side of an elevator come up the back side of there, because there's nothing else over there. That can feed into there and bring it to at least over to here. I'm quite deliberately having double height splitters though. There's a reason for that, just to keep the belts a little bit more separated, I think. Oh yeah, so that I can fit the elevators and things in without it getting a bit squished. So yeah, we'll have the That can be my supply of concrete. And we'll see how it gets on. Actually, let's put the elevator in for that as well. So I can put in a... So, there we go. One of these. On the back side of here. It will just go down forever. Okay, well, it'll come down to here anyway. Yes, it's clipping onto the foundation a little bit, but it's not too bad. And I can have another one from here that goes... Well, I can then run a belt down from there to... So where was the... No, not iron ore. Limestone. 61 meters away, just over there. That seems quite reachable. So yeah, this is going to be my input for my concrete. It'll take it up there. It'll pass it along the belt, and we'll be able to then turn it into the remaining. They will then be able to turn that into the reinforced concrete with some steel beams, and that will allow me to then make the heavy frames. I still need to make the computers and the circuit boards. That's going to require plastic, so I'm going to need to stick in an additional train that goes off to go and collect plastic, and then comes over and drops it off here. And that means I'm going to need to make an extra station, so I'm definitely not going to start doing that now. We've got the 3 drop-off stations already for copper, steel, and iron. I could put a 4th one over there. That's no problem. Run the belts in. Another couple of belts on the bus up there, and I think that should work quite nicely. It's going to be a bit of a then those can be on a 3rd level up, I think, of the assembly system over there. Once I've got all of those, once I've got the computers and the circuit boards, then I can actually start making those active control units, or whatever they're called. I noticed I've got up to 84 of them now, so we've made about 8 during the entire stream. Whilst I've been working desperately towards trying to make them in larger quantities. I also noticed I finished off the engines that we needed 500 of, so we're actually fairly close to getting there. But this factory is then going to be much more expandable for when we want to get on to phase. Presumably there's going to be a phase 4. I don't know. I imagine there's going to be a lot more stuff that needs to be done. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how much more there is. I have to admit, I don't know how big this game is. I do feel like I've got quite a lot of stuff. I feel like I've got quite a long way through before I started building this big new factory over here. And so far, this is only working towards making one particular thing, which is absolutely crazy. We've got this whole setup here that I've been spent however much time working towards, and yeah, it is making literally the one thing. It is making just those active control units, adaptive control units. And it's not even doing that yet because I haven't put the extra floor onto the top of it. I haven't made the computers, haven't made the circuit boards. Oops, have run out of jetpack fuel. That's okay. So I'm going to need to put another floor on top of this, and then have another floor that's making, as I say, making the circuit boards, making the computers from all the stuff that's coming in here. My biggest concern with this design, the design of system I've used here, is what happens if I put another thing in that needs iron that happens to be in line with this splitter here. I guess I run an elevator off the back of it, but then if it's the 3rd one, then it's potentially going to be a problem. My other concern is, am I going to be producing all of the things fast enough? So far, yes, but then so far a lot of it isn't running. The first level of assembly has probably basically stopped by now because it's filled up all of the buffers. This top floor is, well, it's running at the moment, but the buffers are over here are now basically full. So we're just filling up the buffers inside these machines. Most of them over there have stopped. There's one that's red over there. Let's go investigate. That probably means I've not plugged it in properly. So yeah, we are filling up buffers, but I don't know if we're using the. But if we look at that belt over there, you can see it's flowing fairly constantly. So I worry whether that one belt of iron coming in is going to be enough. Now, there are 2 outputs on the station, so I could have 2 belts worth coming up and then over this way and feeding in, and then feed it into the splitters halfway along or something, put in a merger here or something like that. But yeah, it's a concern because I was considering expanding this system quite a bit further. to the point where I would... So it's expanding the system quite a lot further, to the point where this station system here would be bringing in supplies for basically everything that needed to be done. But that's clearly not going to happen. What are you even supposed to be doing? Okay, same thing as these two machines, right? So copy, paste. There we go. Now I can start running as well. Make a few more screws. Yeah, so there's definitely a bit more work to be done over here. It's expanded quite a long way, but there's still definitely more that could be done. Why are you orange, yellow? You've not got any inputs. Why have you not got any input? You have got input. Oh, wait, what? Ah, there's a belt missing here as well. It's a bit of a fail. Okay, this all seems to be working pretty well now. So I don't see any yellow lights. I do. Well, I see some yellow lights over there, but that's probably because we've made enough of the normal frames to satisfy the buffer of the machine, and the machine isn't able to actually make anything yet. So yeah, we're now finished on this floor apart from the concrete, but reinforced concrete. So that's going to be a thing I'm going to do next time. So thank you to everyone who's still watching. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. I will of course be back at the weekend with some Factorio videos. Those will be coming out on Friday and Saturday this week, because on Sunday there is another supporter stream of Warptorio. So that means anyone who's a supporter of the channel, that's a Twitch subscriber, a YouTube member, or a Ko-Fi donator, can come along and join in, play some Warptorio with us. So please consider yourself welcome if you're a supporter, and that'll be streamed on Sunday from 3:30 onwards, and then we'll be back on Monday with the normal Factorio K2SE stream, where I'm going to be going out and trying to work out why something very strange has happened to one of my trains, so you won't want to miss out on that. And then I'll be back next Wednesday for some more Satisfactory, where I sincerely hope, well, I think I'll probably manage to finish off making the ACUs, make the sort of the last 14 of them that are required by the greedy space elevator over there, and then see what's next. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you next time in all of the things I've just talked about. So, until then, have a good everything, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.